Unlikely Heroes Studios invites you to relax your body and breathe deeply, completely. Observe your thoughts and let them pass through your mind without clinging. Feel the air on your skin. Ingest the entire contents of your hyperreality travel medication packet with a sip of orange juice if desired. Observe departure safety protocols and descend to the life support tanks in an orderly fashion. You are about to embark elsewhere. Folded in this book is a deep mystery composed of fabulous, exciting, funny, and terrifying short comics works. Boundaries between genres, styles, moods, time, and space will appear to blur and dissolve. Industry professionals share the pages with fresh new talent. These phenomena are natural. Do not be alarmed. Comics creators and fans of the past, present, and future await you on the other shore with open arms, medieval arms, cowboy pistols, tales of love and freedom, jetpacks, and auga horns. Your return from this voyage is not guaranteed, nor is your sanity nor your concept of reality. In exchange, you are relieved of limitations. You are free.
Heyo, we're live now, guys. So welcome back and thank you for joining us. And today, as always, we have Lori with us. Hey. Hi, Lori. And we got Mad Jack here again. Oh, you're off camera.
I'll be over here.
So today, and let me put up the overlay here. There we go. How fancy is that? Right over top of everybody's names. Today we're launching our new Kickstarter for Elsewhere Volume 2, the amazing anthology. I did have somebody say earlier in some comments that they don't think we can top Volume 1. What do you guys have to say about that?
I have opinions. Volume 1 was really great. Where do I sit for this? But let's not compare our children, shall we? There are we don't want anybody to feel bad. Volume 2 is more, and it's every bit as good. Every bit as good, maybe better. I don't know. Maybe it's better. Is it better? It could be better.
It's going to be a lot longer. Like you're going to be able to savor it for a lot longer.
Yeah, it's going to take you several weeks worth of trips to the bathroom to finish it, I think.
Oh, yes, so many. So many
That's
number
true.
twos.
Measured in deuces.
I think
we've been on for like 2 minutes now. But so we've got a couple of creators that we're going to be coming and chatting with us today. They're going to be coming in a few minutes here. We'll have somebody, but I want to know from you guys. Let's start. Well, I'll make you guys fight over who gets to start, but what your role in creating this particular book has been, since it's a little different than the books normally are, like The Surgeon and whatnot. So Lori, what how about, let's start with you. Like, because you're in the middle, what's your role in this book?
I don't know what you would call it. John, managing editor also, I guess.
Definitely managing. You manage shit better than I do.
Getting all the entries together, helping John edit them, putting the book together, of course, laying it out. I also ink a story in it, of course, called Paradise Lost.
So good.
Yeah, kind of just a little bit of everything.
So, yeah, like
Lori was basically babysitting me through the letters of our story too, because I read all the shit on how to letter, and I was like, yeah, I got this. I'm an expert. This is fucking, I got it.
Yeah.
And I did not have it. So, Lori, I was like, how do I do this? Does this look okay? I mean, is this all right? Like, did I do this right? And yeah, and so every single step of the way, and she caught a couple grammar errors too. So it's all good.
It's such a difficult skill. You know, and it's hard to make it just like technically okay, you know, and look good, but then it's hard to make it like personal or fit the story. It's hard to do moody kind of things with lettering. I've been doing it for about 3 years, and I still feel like I got a lot to learn. I like letters. Letters are fun, but they're hard. And nobody. Yeah. And the going rate for a letterer is like peanuts.
Yes.
Yeah. It's underappreciated. Like, I definitely did not appreciate, like, because I'm like sitting here going, I'm a graphic designer. Of course I can do this. This is not a problem at all.
Right.
But when I actually, and like I said, I read everything that I could find about how to do it. But then when I actually sat down to actually do it, I was like, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I can't do this. I don't know how to do this, because there's so many. It's like it's very heavily nuanced, and people don't appreciate it. It is absolutely underappreciated skill in the like, everybody cares about the artist and whether the art's good, but like lettering is a big deal.
If you do a good job, nobody notices you were there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that could be applied to inkers, don't you think, Lori? Is if you do, nobody knows that you were there. Absolutely. The artist is always the star of the show when it comes to comics. Fucking artists, I tell you.
So, you know, talking about roles.
Let's hear it.
So we came up with the idea to do this a couple of years ago because, you know, it's something that we can work on kind of slow and steady over a long period of time. And over there too. What's going on? So we can keep piddling at it, and then by the time we're done with a couple of months worth of just, you know, working a little bit here, a little bit there, we have something that's pretty great. And I think it might turn out to make money. That would be cool. And we are launching a Kickstarter, by the way. There's a URL at the bottom that would help in the money department too. So like, I think when we thought about this, we thought about like what we would do based on our skills and our what we like to do. Before I got into comics, I was magazine editor at a couple different levels. So I love taking all this, you know, all the stuff that comes in and kind of filtering that out and doing the rough work. I think that's, you know, like kind of choosing and putting things in order, and then kind of the early page layout. And then I handed Lori a file, and she was like, Jesus Christ, John, 250 pages. What just happened? And then, you know, then it's like, you know, making sure the table of contents is good, making sure that page numbers are where they belong, and that kind of stuff. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Lori, how do you feel about that? Is that a fair assessment?
Who's present? Lori's present.
Yes. No, yeah, and more work goes into kind of choosing the order of the stories and stuff than people would think. Like, we don't just kind of throw everything in there. John kind of goes through and picks it in a way that it flows with the art and also with the genre. It's it's more nuanced than you guys would think.
The amount of things just the little things that you have to think about. Like, what was it a couple of weeks ago? Somebody said, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was like, oh yeah, we have to put page numbers in too. Let's not forget that. Like, just, you have to remember all those things.
You don't have to, but if you're going to have a table of contents, it's super helpful. Right. Yeah.
Table of contents is kind of pointless without
like, you got to be kind of careful not to put page numbers over top of art.
Mm-hmm.
Put on pages where there's a little bit of white space for the page number to go, but like if there's
and then it can't
a
go too
monster
far
down there,
below the art because it'll get cut off by the printer. So there's just lots of little things you got to think about. But
it is just like a mixtape. That is exactly what it is.
We got a bunch of comments coming in here, so I'm going to read those off here. John Taylor says, "Woo, woo." Oh my God. Okay, so everybody comes in with like their last names that are a little difficult to pronounce. So I'm going to give it a try here. Stephanie Pizzarillos says, "Here we go." John says he didn't need his candy anyway.
If I can interject about these people, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Stephanie Pizzarillos, actually, she has a story in the anthology.
Yes.
Called A Real Selfie.
That's a good one.
Yep. It's awesome. And John Taylor, he's with Geekify, and they're doing the leather-bound Elsewheres for the Kickstarter. So, oh man, those look so good. I don't even have one, and
I've only ever seen them. I don't have one either.
Yeah, like I want one.
Same. Steven House. Hey yo. Steven says, hey. Let's see. Daniel Calvin's here. Hi. Steven, you must have been commenting about the Inca story about the video that played, because I think it was in there. Robert Woodward's here. We're glad you made it. It's okay that you're late.
Hey, Rob.
Michael Boland's here again. Hi, Mike. And he says it doesn't matter what my lettering skill level might be because I'm guaranteed to be better than someone who shall not be named. Heather's here. Hi, Heather. And she's 4 hours of nasty roads. Ew. Well, I'm glad you made it safely. Danny Quick says congratulations on the fast start. So I don't know if you're talking about the live stream, but that was the first thing I thought of, because I literally was like, before everybody popped on, I was like, so I guess we're not starting on time again. But no, as far as the Kickstarter goes, I gotta refresh my page here. But now we're at 61 backers and $2,610. Damn.
That's more than a quarter of the way to goal already, guys. That's fucking awesome.
I know. Like, Katie asked me earlier, how long do I think that it's going to take to fund fully? And I was like, maybe a week tops.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Our fans are fucking awesome, and you guys make sure we get to the goal every damn time. You guys are awesome.
Well, and, the cool thing about the anthology is that our fans are awesome, and then our friends' fans are awesome.
Yeah, the contributors.
Friends fans are awesome. They all come together on this, and as far as premiums go, there's something for everybody. Depending on no matter who you're friends with, you can get some of their shit, and the book. So that's what are we doing? I think we're building community. I think that's what this is.
Mm-hmm. And just to add, in case you guys weren't aware, any extra money we make on this Kickstarter goes right to the teams that made the story. So we're not just pocketing all of this and buying hookers and coke. We're sending it to all the creators for their hard work. So the more you guys back, the more money goes to artists and writers and everyone involved.
Okay. We have to take a quick sidebar, Lori. You need to show me those claws, because holy shit.
Oh,
those fingers!
Look, they're red. They're red.
What the hell? Holy shit! Those are so cool. They're like those Christian Louboutin shoes that they're red on the bottom. Those really fucking expensive shoes that I can't ever afford. I've never even seen a pair up close. Holy shit!
And you gotta do something during the pandemic, man.
Holy shit. Okay, let's catch up on our comments here, and then we can bring on our first guest, who is already waiting for us. So let's see. So Stephanie says Seth Martell was that the other contributor for Stephanie's story?
Yes.
Cool, awesome. Kevin King says, hi Lori, I made this live.
Hey Kevin, it's been a while.
Brad Arney says to me, were all 6 H's at the end of my name given at birth? No, it was actually longer, but I had it legally changed. And you got to pronounce all of them, though. So it's like Sarah. Okay, that's how you say it, right? Rob Woodward Jr. Wait, Elsewhere 2 pre-order is live. Well, yeah. Get your butt over there and check it out, man.
Yeah, there's actually I haven't checked on the tier. There's an early bird tier where if you don't have Elsewhere 1, it's a catch-up tier. Let me see if there's still... Yeah, there's still some left. You get print copies of Elsewhere 1 and Elsewhere 2 for $35, which is like a steal. It's a fucking steal, guys. So back it if you don't have the first book.
By itself is like 25. I don't remember because of the pandemic. I don't remember how much the books cost anymore. It's forever.
Basically, you'd be getting Elsewhere 1 for $15, which is really awesome.
Yeah, like nothing. That's so cheap. We got Steven in here in the comments section doing the Lord's work, posting our links for us. So thank you for that.
Well done. Thank you.
Kevin King says, I haven't backed in so long, I have to find a way to back this one. Yes, please. And Rob says he's usually fast to these. Work has been destroying me lately time-wise. That sucks.
That's okay. You're allowed to have a life.
Yeah, as long as you are here, like we don't like as long as you're here supporting us, even if you can only throw $1 at us, every little bit helps, man. Morgan Iverson says, what's wrong with hookers and cocaine? And the answer is absolutely not a damn thing.
I mean, nothing, but like, okay, so Morgan is also one of the contributors to the book. I mean, if he's willing to give up his share for hookers and cocaine, then like we can do that instead.
We could pool our money.
That'll be like
right.
If we choose to. Right.
That's going to be a very small amount of cocaine for all of us, though, if he splits his share with us for that.
Phenomenal.
Well, if everyone gives up their share for hookers and cocaine, then we might be pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. At least a small party. So. Okay. So Rob Woodward says, so not do I'm sus apparently. So you're sus about what? Just the work thing? I don't know.
Making typos.
Elaborate. Oh, maybe.
I think
that's what it was. Maybe I used to text with very drunk people and people who don't care. And now Lori, you do it now too when you type with the Surface instead of the keyboard. And so I've gotten really good at translating typos and figuring out what you meant to say. So I probably didn't even see it, I'm sure. Yep. He said do instead of so, and I just my brain just automatically translated it for you. So no worries.
Raise your hand if you're likely to have had an undiagnosed learning disability and only read every third word anyway.
I don't have a reading disorder. I mean, maybe I do, but I read fast and then I go, I don't remember anything that I just read. That's what I do. Like I can read all the words, but I don't retain. All righty. Michael Dolan says, we may not be able to do hookers and cocaine, but maybe strippers and cookies. I think everybody's share will pay for that. Yeah.
Let's shoot big. No.
This cat over here, she's just off camera destroying all my things. Just so you guys know.
Well, now's the perfect time.
She's a tiny ginger demon is what she is. So, alrighty. Do you guys have anything to say before we bring on our first special guest?
We just hit 2,800.
What?
It's going up real fast, guys. Thank you so much.
It is.
That's crazy.
God, fast.
Thank you. Holy crap. Kevin, Brad Arney, I see you. Thank you. Welcome back. He backed The Surgeon and Unthinkables as well. Heather, of course, welcome back. Thank you, guys.
Kevin King says he's in for 40. I'm in for 40, Lori. That's almost a rhyme.
Thank you, Kevin. That's awesome.
And Morgan says, I can opt for cookies as long as there's milk. And of course there's milk. What kind of psychopath has cookies without milk?
That's true.
I guess it depends on the cookies. Because like if they're oatmeal cookies, like that's bullshit. You don't even eat the oatmeal cookies. I don't like oatmeal cookies. They have chocolate chips in them, I guess they're okay. But with
Chocolate chips and oatmeal, yes.
Yeah,
It's the only way.
But yeah, oatmeal. I don't trust oatmeal cookies because sometimes there's raisins in them and they look like chocolate chips, and they trick you. And that's bullshit. And so I just stay away from oatmeal cookies altogether.
Prejudice is coming out all over the place around here.
I fucking hate raisins, man. I'm proud to say it. I hate raisins. Raisins can go fuck themselves. Okay. All right, so we're gonna bring on our first guest here now. I'm gonna stop shitting on raisins here because there's probably a bunch of people in the chat that like them. So
yeah, you don't want to turn the raisin people against you.
All right, okay. Before we bring on our first guest, I do want to say that what did we say? What was the comment? The most enthusiastic man in comics and independent comics is here. Is here with us, and I'm gonna bring him on first. Wow.
Oh shit, what's up?
Were you not ready for us?
No, because I didn't know you could see me. I was in the other room, and so I thought you were saying somebody else was coming on, and I was like, all right, I'm going to sit here and keep drawing.
Well, I can take you back off.
No. I'm here. I'm in the party now.
I'm just like, you are just so much fun to talk to that there is nobody that is coming on here that doesn't want to talk to you. Like, everybody wants to talk to you.
Oh, that's news to me. Who are these people and where are they?
Well, all right, let's bring the first one on. So this is my co-collaborator for my story and her story. And she did like all the hard stuff. She did all the art, and I did the easy stuff, the lettering, which we just established is not actually that easy. So let's everybody say hi to Katie Rooston. Hi, Katie.
Everyone.
What's up, Katie?
Hiya.
Katie, you're also a big fan of Mike's stream, right? Of Mike's chat and
Yeah,
draw.
I am. I watch most of it now.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's good to see you face to face.
Thanks for
Yeah,
joining.
Katie, what time is it over there? Like middle
half
of the
past midnight.
night, right?
Yeah, half midnight.
Which I would say is like you're staying up way past your bedtime, but we know Katie's not staying up past her bedtime because Katie's a vampire. Yep.
All right, I just upped my pledge because Lori just was talking about the early bird special. I'm not missing out on the early bird special this time. Damn it, I got it.
Oh, that was a whole thing the last time, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
I remember that now. It was a whole thing.
Like you guys sold out of it. Like it was gone first day, and Lori was like 2 days later, like when I was on the stream with you, Lori's like, oh yeah, I think we're activating it. And then she messaged me. She was like, yeah, we added more. But by the time I got the message, it was sold out again.
It was gone. Yeah.
That was the surgeon one. And you were like, we don't have any more issue 2s. And I was like, actually, Lori, I have a big old stack of them right here. I had like 50 of them just sitting waiting for the next con I could actually go to. So yeah, I remember that now. So
those were wild.
Yeah, those are things we did.
Yeah, remember cons? Danny says he can't be outdone by Mike. He's gonna update his pledge now too. Now we got like a bidding war happening or something.
No, no, you don't. He wins. I got 4 kids. I can't do it. I did what I had to do. I'm throwing the towel in.
So, oh shit. Okay, so Katie, I know because we have been friends for like a decade, but everybody else doesn't know. What is it that you actually do, comics notwithstanding?
Okay, well, without comics, I'm actually a professional wildlife artist. I've won a few national awards and stuff in the UK for my wildlife paintings. So it's a bit of a different thing through the comics. Yeah.
She won a BBC Wildlife Award thing. Like she's won some big deals in England. Like it's a big.
I didn't win it overall. I won categories in it. I didn't win the overall.
That's a big deal.
Dude, that's so crazy cool.
Yeah. 2 category wins and a runner-up and a highly commended. And then they stopped doing the competition, which I'm really annoyed about because I used to love doing that. So even though it was the other end of the country, but I still went down on the train.
We should put up. Hey, Katie, send me a piece of your wildlife art, just a quick shot, because I think we should show everybody because you guys are not going to get you're not going to appreciate just how fucking amazing Katie is at painting.
Yeah, she understates herself massively, guys. Like
yes, like send me the bird. Send me that I can't remember the name of the bird, but send me the bird that won the award. Like send that one.
Oh,
it's fucking amazing.
Hang on, I can't see my screen. I've got my let's see.
Well, I'll talk about how about this thing. I have been for I don't know, a year or two probably. Talking to Katie about you should do comics. You should come and do a comic. You should do a cover for a comic. You should do this with me. And for whatever reason, I think the submissions for Elsewhere, or what did they close in like June or July or something of 2020? And I was like, hey, since we're doing this, why don't we do something? And she's like, okay, we got nothing better to do, right? Because it's a pandemic. So
just a note. When submissions close, they close for everybody, right? We're not talking about something that went on like.
What are you saying? I get special treatment? Is that what you're saying?
Deadlines are deadlines. That's why the word "dead" is in there.
I do not get special treatment. I got my stuff in on time, just like everybody else. That is a lie. Lying my ass off right now. I'm just lying to you guys, and y'all knew I was lying anyway, didn't you? Anywho's, yeah. So I was like, hey, let's do this. And then I roped her into, I don't know, everybody who backed well, not everybody, but a bunch of people who backed the Surgeon earlier would have gotten a print from Katie. It was the picture of old paint, and it was, isn't it? I mean, like that's not like, again, not even as good as it is. Like it's just. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm downloading the picture right now, and we're going to show you just like what we mean when we say Katie is an amazing painter. And like comics, not your bag at all. And I do believe you had some growing pains with this stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's completely
the trials and tribulations of adapting your style to comics.
Yeah, it's completely different to what I normally do, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, we kind of started it by you saying, hey, do you think you could do a comic? And I'm like, yeah, I'll maybe try a couple of pages and we'll see how it goes. And then you're like, oh, by the way, you're in Elsewhere, so you got to finish this thing.
Yeah, I thought we had gone so long without nobody said anything. And then Lori just like one day back in December, she's like, so are you guys almost done with your thing? And I was like, wait, what? Are we doing that? Okay, I guess we're doing that. So, and Katie kind of saved my ass too, because like I started the story, I wrote it, and I had this just sorry ass ending on it, and I was just like, I hated it. I hated it. It was so bad. It was so boring and so not exciting. Like it was just, you know, you want your ending to be exciting somehow, even if it's a bad ending, you want it to be exciting. And this one was just not exciting. But Kate, what did we do? We live streamed and we just talked about it. Or for a while, we didn't live stream. We video chatted. That's different. Yeah. My brain's, but anyway, yeah. And then from that, we came up with a much better ending. And so hopefully you guys like it, because just trust me when I say it's better than the one that I had before. So, all right, let's look at this piece of paint, this piece of art here. Look at this. Look at this thing.
What?
Are you kidding me with this?
Shut. That's a photo.
It's an acrylic painting.
Stop lying to me, Katie.
See? Oh, dude, that's not even the best she can do. Like, I've seen some shit from this girl, and she is crazy good. Like, I don't think this is the best one that you have. Like, it's so cool. I mean, look at that freaking, look at the moss and shit on the branch. Look at that.
That's crazy good.
I'm liking it.
That one it got a People's Choice Award at a local exhibition. So, yeah.
It's crazy good. I mean, damn, right? So like that's what Katie does when I'm not roping her into doing a comic in a month.
Yeah, I mean, I have done digital artwork as well. I mean, guys know the Mountain T-shirt company? They do all those like wolves and giant bird heads and stuff on their T-shirts. You can see them everywhere. I did have some T-shirts with them for a while. Not recently, but in the last few years or so. But I used to do digital artwork. I was quite well known for doing like unicorns and stuff when I was in my teens. But then I kind of got into the wildlife art, and that's kind of fallen by the wayside. But then I do like doing digital work, and I've got Clip Studio Paint now, which is like much easier to do stuff on.
Oh, it's so great.
Because Katie and I met each other we bonded over My Little Ponies, I think. We met on a My Little Pony forum.
I was briefly customizing them for a while.
I like little plastic toy horses, all right? What are you going to do? Fight me.
I will never hate on I will never hate on an IP that makes money. All right? There's no shame.
Honestly, the ponies, like that Friendship is Magic incarnation, I watched that.
Yeah,
it's good.
I have words about the fandom that followed because the Friendship is Magic, the new show is awesome, but the fandom, the new people that came in, some of them were like saying that all the ponies sucked before this generation of ponies, and I was like, wait a minute, bitch, if you didn't have G1, you didn't have these fuckers now, so you shut the fuck up. Oh, and then
I didn't watch any of it. I just customized them. I still think the Phoenix one I did was really good, but I don't even know if I've got
that one was really good too. Yeah, I have. That's where I originally got into the ponies too, was because I wanted to customize toys, and I was looking for something to do, and then so now I know all about My Little Ponies because I wanted to customize a toy one time. So yeah, that's what happens, right?
It has to start somewhere.
All right, so let's catch up on some comments here. So Steven says, speaking of wildlife, hello Laguna. I did see Laguna streak by there quickly too. Ben Specht says ahoy.
Hey Ben.
Danny J. Quick, is Mike ever not drawing? What's in the tablet, sir?
Oh, I'm working on a page for a book that we're doing for China. It's it's like a superhero that we created that helps teach them how to do disaster relief.
Oh, sweet. That sounds nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I have to stay on the tablet because Lori Foster has caught up on the hotshot pages, so I've got to get her new pages so she has stuff to ink.
But you sleep occasionally, right?
Okay, well, actually, the last couple of days, no, I got this see this little tablet, this little table stand, so I can have this in my bed on my lap.
Shit.
So it's like a little table easel for my iPad. So I watched like 3 movies on it last night while I was drawing, and kind of fell asleep standing up.
Thomas Jefferson had one of those when he was in bed at the end of his life too. So sleep sometimes.
Well, that's good as long as you do sometimes. And Katie, you got a bunch of people telling you what a nice painting this is. Daniel says it's a lovely painting. Steven pointed out the lichen. I did not know that was lichen. I thought it was like a mushroom. Are they related? I was wrong, but I still pointed out how fucking cool it was, right? So Brad Arnie says fantastic painting. Morgan says noise. Did I say it right? Noise.
Yeah, you got it.
Paige Alfred says, I see you, Lori Foster.
Hey, Paige.
Ben Speck, fucking love My Little Pony. That's right. Paige says again, Michael Watson, I got the colors on that coming soon, sir.
So, okay. Paige was on the show last week, and I drew his footpath character throwing her darts in perspective at the camera. And Paige has some really good colors, so I'm excited to see that when he gets that done.
Excellent. John says, looking forward to coming on. He'll be next, right? You're on it in like 4 minutes. Danny J. Quick, bronies for life. Oh shit, Ben Speck, I'll pledge $100.
What?
Seriously, pledge $100? Did you seriously just do that? Lori's looking now, I can tell.
Can you tell that I'm checking?
I want to put my tackle in the chair for $100.
Man, now you're like on the spot here. Stephen House, you mean a cartoon based off a toy line marketed for decades to young girls isn't for adult men? That is not what I said. It is for everybody. Oh, Morgan says, I love Sarah's energy. Thank you. It's caffeine. That's what that is.
I have not seen Ben's pledge come in yet, but if it does, we're gonna be like $20 off of 3K.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit!
wild.
See what you started, Ben. You got to come through. You got to come through now.
And what's
Or
the
you need to
benefit
do it just
of
like
it,
a
too?
G, like Alyssa did to me. I came online doing exactly what we're doing now for my Kickstarter. And I was like, yeah, guys, we're at 3,700, and then I like click refresh. We're over $4,000. Where did that come from? And Alyssa just said, "So you gonna rap for me now?"
Well, you were making all kinds of promises about that. I'm not to put you on the spot, but did it happen?
Well, we didn't make the goal that night, but we did get over 5,000. Actually, everything has ran like the first 7 days, to give people a chance to make up their payments. So we did stay above $5,000 on the Kickstarter. I just sent out all the surveys to everybody, so I'm waiting to get those back.
Did you spit bars? Were you freestyling?
Yeah, I did freestyle a couple times. So Alyssa did that big ass pledge, so I had to freestyle like for real. They got me to do 200 push-ups over the course of the Kickstarter.
Dude.
And I freestyled 4 different times over the course of the Kickstarter. So some motivating tactics, I guess,
do I need to offer push-ups? Should that be a motivational thing? Because like usually I give away shit, but like I'll do push-ups if it helps.
Or you need to do the push-ups because I have no upper body muscles, so I can't do the push-ups.
I think the thing is that you're in shape and I'm not, and I eat burritos every other day. So and then like I'm offering to do 50 push-ups at a time. It takes me like 45 minutes to an hour to do it on live. And Jen is like making fun of my push-ups. She's saying, that's not military. I'm like, Jen, I'm not in the military. I'm an artist.
This is terrible.
Says that we want Lori to freestyle. Do you think you can pull that off, Lori?
Oh my goodness, no, guys. I can barely come on the live stream and talk properly. Come on.
Paige says, I pledge $1 for every push-up Watson can do in 10 minutes.
Oh God. Are you serious?
We're
now?
We're gonna make him do push-ups for this Kickstarter.
He's working for money.
If he's serious, I'll move the camera down here and I'll get to it.
Paige, are you serious?
I'm not
Oh, you know what? Okay, we gotta before Katie, because this is your time, right?
Yeah. And I'm super excited to see because I'm the editor and I haven't seen shit.
Yeah, John hasn't seen your story yet, guys.
I've really not seen anything more than like a panel.
You should look at it because we put in like a special Easter egg for you, just special.
Yeah, we did
specifically for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should look at it.
Let's look at a couple of these. I had this one saved from the last one because that control panel is fucking amazing.
I love that control panel. It's ridiculously good.
Look at it. And do you see that there's 2 different light sources? Like she's got the blue like the character has the blue coming up from the screens and then the red from the atmosphere. Like it's and okay, so and
professionals doing their thing.
Yeah. I mean, geez, I'm like Katie's a professional. I just kind of stumbled along making my shit happen, but like I held up my end of the bargain. I don't know if I held it up particularly well, but I did it. So let's look at this one here. This one's one of my favorites. I think Katie, it's one of your favorites too, right?
Yeah, I've never drawn a spaceship before, so I was quite pleased with that one.
Yeah, and we had a spaceship, like the story takes place in space, on a spaceship, I guess, in space, whatever. And I was just like, Katie, draw a spaceship. It can be whatever the hell you want. And that's what she came up with, and it looks great. And then this is not my very favorite panel, but my very favorite panel might be a little spoilery, so I decided not to show that one off to you guys. You got to get the book to see it. And then I got this one here, which is one of Katie's that she loved, which is fucking cool too, because it's got that panel in there again. It's got
I had to draw that panel in so many different angles.
You
Don't
guys
you
would
hate
not
that?
believe how many times Katie said, I hate drawing people to me as she was doing this. I hate doing people. I'm
People are
so
the
bad at
worst.
people. She said it a bajillion times.
Yeah, like especially women. Women are the hardest thing for me to draw, and of course we did a comic that was basically just women.
Yes, yes.
But I like challenging myself, so it was fun.
Yeah, and it works out. And you know, I guess that the one character has kind of long hair and looks a little more feminine, but the other character's very androgynous. So, you know, whatever.
I don't know why Paige is coming for me like that, but he is still yet to confirm if he's serious. If he's serious, we can start a timer. I will put the camera down on the floor, and I will get to it. And we'll see what we can do. But if you're just poking fun,
I'm a physical therapist. Yeah, time people doing exercises all day long. Do that for you.
Look, I just ate too, so this will be a real struggle for this 10 minutes. I don't even know if it'll help Lori and them.
It was within my skill set.
Okay, so we're running into the next guest time, so we better wrap it up. Katie, hey, if you want to come back on in a little bit, I'm gonna boot you off now, but you can come back later, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Have some more wine. It'll be all right.
I can get some more. Yeah.
We're all drinking. It's fine. We're all drinking. So, all right. We'll see you in a bit, maybe.
See you in a bit.
Thank you very, very much for coming. All right. So I'm actually doing better than a doctor's office here today. So I feel like that's a win. So next we have the I'm sorry, I forgot the names of your damn stories because I'm an idiot and I closed my email. But you can tell me because we got John Chance coming up next. Hello.
Hey there.
Hey John, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Another British person. No.
Are you also late? Like at midnight? Are you?
Oh, actually, no. I'm in California. I'm in California. I live in California, but I'm British. So I'm just saying it's another British person coming on. So that's funny.
Oh, so it's like still like the sun's still out for you and shit, isn't it? It's like it's.
Oh yeah. It's still good at the moment. Yeah, not snowing. And, yeah.
Sweet. So because I'm an idiot and I forgot the names of your stories, tell me what they are.
Yeah, that's okay. So the two stories are Respect Your Elders is one, and the second one is called Now. Oh, I've forgotten the title of it now. My goodness. Now All Is Silver Blue.
Oh my God, you forgot your names of your stories too.
No, it's because I've got texts coming through, and I'm like, oh, it's throwing me off. It's like,
So, without being too spoilery, do you want to tell us what your stories are about?
Sure, yeah. So, they're two very different stories. The first one's Respect Your Elders, is about a young, troubled teenager who thinks she's going with her parents away on vacation for a weekend sort of break, to find out that they're actually putting her into a rehabilitation clinic.
Wow.
So much to her dismay. But it actually turns out it's something really drastic because of all the things that she's been up to. We get an idea of, even though it's only a short story.
What genre would you call that one?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I wanted to expand this out from this one little story. I guess it's technically, when you find out what it's about, it is a horror sci-fi, but it starts off like a kind of melodrama.
Yeah.
Then the more you find out about it,
it's pretty horrific. I like it.
Yeah. And you don't see it coming either.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, and so Ron Joseph did the art for this. Funny enough, I met him in my local comic store. I went to go see what's his name, Marv Wolfman, to get a comic signed at my local comic store, and he was signing as well. And I saw some of his artwork, and I thought, if I can convince this guy to do a horror story with me. And he's done like Transformers, G.I. Joe, ROM, lots of really cool stuff. And I could tell, I don't know when the last time he did horror comics, but you can tell sometimes when artists really put a lot of passion into their work, you could tell that they really got into it. And I don't think if he's done horror for a little bit, so it really shone in the story. And I normally do like storyboards to with all my scripts, so I can kind of, it's the filmmaker part of me that tries to put the visuals of how it would be if it was, you know, in an entertainment kind of way. And he completely brought that, but in a comic sense, and brought those lurid, dark, creepy, shadowy looks, and you know, even though you don't know what's in store. So
Yeah,
but yeah,
that was right on the money. That was a good story.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
good.
one
Yeah,
was
I'm happy late
very
for it.
good. Very good.
Yeah.
So, what's the other one about? Like, do you have a elevator pitch for the
Yeah,
other one?
You know what? Also,
Or
let me
this
say,
pitch?
the colorist was really good on that last one as well, and her name's called Teresa Chiche, and so she did a great job with the color. Ron Joseph did the art, so both of them together, I think, did a great job. I want to put their names out there because they did a great job. Now the other story I did is called Now All Is Silver Blue, and the funny thing is, I wrote this one before COVID even happened. And then I'm looking at the story, the beginning of last year, thinking, wow, like even some of the words in this, the claustrophobia, them being stuck inside, them wearing masks, you know, it's a really kind of unusual story set in the kind of the near future, which funny enough ended up being like closer than we kind of anticipated. It's set in this one's set in a snowstorm, and they're basically, we get the impression in the story that they're anticipating waiting for a family member to return, but it looks like she's not going to return, and they're waiting for a period of time. And this one kind of, I can't really say anything too much about it without giving it away, and it's more the anticipation of them waiting to see what's going to happen. And this one was truncated a bit, so I can't really give away too much on it. But it's they're basically not alone out in the snow as they wait in this abandoned unit that they're staying in. But this one is done by he did the artwork for it and the coloring and the lettering. He did everything basically, and really visually brought the story to life. And he's called his name's called Emi Utura, and he's a really fantastic artist as well. So yeah, another good one. That one different, very different to the other one.
Fantastic. And so you wrote them, right?
I wrote them. Yeah, I just I write the scripts, and I do all the storyboards and that to get the visuals, and then the artist comes in, and I'm very kind of just hands on with all the creatives, so I can like check every panel and and the coloring and everything. But yeah, I really enjoy working with both of those people.
Fantastic.
How many projects do you have going on right now? I mean, I know you're pretty prolific.
I think I've got about, I counted the other day and I forgot, probably about 5 going on right now. And I've got a few, there's just 2 that are coming out, and they're coming out somewhere else as well. And I've got a graphic novel coming out also later on in the year with Heavy Metal, which is a 74-page kaiju story set in 1600s Japan.
Yeah,
again, very different story again.
I'm into it. I want to know about
different. Yeah, that's well, everyone does the modern kind of day kaiju, which is obviously a great idea anyway. But I'm thinking, how can I do this different? And I want to get excited about it. So I thought, well, why not set it in a time when fantasy would exist, and then you've got samurai, ninja, and that type of stuff. And I actually did martial arts when I was a kid growing up as well. So I really wanted to kind of incorporate that, coming of age story in with a fantasy, even though it's less horror, it's more for teenagers. I think that one a bit more. But yeah, something different. But I had to get excited about it first, so I set it in a different period in time. That one.
Yeah, I mean, if they've been around for millions of years, why couldn't they be around a couple hundred years ago?
Right. Yeah, and you always hear about these fantasy stories. Some of the best ones, like Conan the Barbarian, thinking of movies, set in like hundreds of years ago. So like things like that, and they're put in the books, the fantasy books, and that it seems more believable when it was so long ago. you know.
I'm pro kaiju.
Yeah, that
Also.
sounds awesome. I'm ready. I'm ready to buy it.
That's a heavy metal.
Yeah, I know when that one's out. Sometime this year.
Great.
Yeah. All right, let's catch up on some comments here quick. We just had a whole shitload of people who said hi, Jonathan. So,
Oh, cool. It worked. Me reaching out to people.
Morgan said hi. Jake said hi. Yuri said hi. Well, Yuri said Jonathan Chance rules. That's what Yuri said.
Okay.
Allah,
My friend
okay.
on Instagram.
Aracheva. I don't know how to say it. See, I'm just gonna go after it, and then you guys tell me if I fuck up your name, okay? Damien L. Felite. Hey, John. Jake.
Yes, he's working on something right now.
Oh, cool. Morgan says, John, can I borrow your accent for like 30 days? I have some folks to impress.
That's funny.
I mean,
yeah, same.
basically, yeah. I wanted to. I probably asked Katie many years ago, like, yeah, can I borrow that? It's very, very proper British.
Right.
So,
I can put it on too. I can put on the
like
even more
Queen's
Cockney
English?
or the posh yeah. I do voiceover work as well. So.
Ah, nice. Let's see here. I'm almost caught up here. Allah says, so excited to hear about the new stories. Yuri says, Chance equals the coolest dude in comics.
So we have the coolest dude and the most enthusiastic dude in comics in the same live stream.
And you guys didn't explode. Cool. Like everything's still okay. Right. So
it's like charge.
We're very responsible with the power,
Yes. So you can't bring it onto our little baby live stream if you're not going to be careful with it.
Right.
All right. Daniel Calvin says 5 projects. I thought I was doing too much with 3.
Oh.
So yeah. I mean, I can barely handle the 1. So holy shit, 5.
I think that's the thing. I don't get bored that way. I don't get bored if I'm constantly doing different stories, and then some are shorter than others.
Nobody delivers their stuff on time either. So like you got a week to kind of forget that something's happening, and then you get a page. It's like, hell yeah, awesome. This project,
right. Yeah, it's like I'll be doing working backwards and forwards with one of the colorists in that, and then at the same time I'll be writing in the evening, all while looking after my 6-year-old son who's homeschooling as well. It's hard. But
oh God, kids. Yeah, I'm way too irresponsible for children, so I can't do that. Let's see. Tari Away says hello, everyone.
Hey, Tari.
Hey.
Oh, Daniel Calvin doing the Lord's work here too, saying we're at 2,900.
Wow.
Oh, guys, we're so close to 3K. Come on.
Oh my God.
So if we hit 3K, I will freestyle.
That's really cool.
Oh, sweet. We're going to get freestyling today. Nice. Justin Ian said that tuned in just in time to see your segment, Jonathan. So
perfect.
Excellent timing. So let's see.
We're also, by the way, at 68 backers. So let's be 4 years old and backer number 69 and have some extra shit. So whoever backs it next.
That's what she said.
We can do that.
She said, let's be 4 years old. I love it.
Let's hope it's not 4 years old. Let's hope it's more like 13. At least.
Okay, sure.
69 might not be a 4-year-old thing. Maybe not even 13 even, right? Maybe 20.
It should be
at least 12 or 13 when I started giggling about stuff like that. So at least 13.
I think we like to hope it's 20, but I think it's 13.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what's
maybe not participating, but at least understanding the lingo at that point.
Right.
It's happening in this house as we speak.
Tari says I pronounced her name right, so go me. I do try.
Oh, scrolling back up to Morgan Iverson, you don't want to borrow my accent. The beheaded stoner.
Long John.
Fine, whatever.
So, All
I
right,
want
well,
I want that John's hat, and then that John's
Yes.
accent.
I want that John's hat
Yeah, I
too.
love it. That fez.
We should do a stream sometime where we just have like the amazing hats of Mad Jack Johnny Pence edition.
I only have two amazing.
I bet you have way more than just that one hat, don't you?
I have more than this one hat, but only two are amazing.
Oh, well,
Only two are amazing.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
I have
I think it's
one
the
kind of
evening
cool
jacket
hat.
that
How many
puts it
cool
on.
hats do you have, Lori?
I
At least one. I know you do because I sent it to you.
yes, that's true. I have
I sent you the hat.
I have a great spaghetti monster hat that Sarah had made for me, including like meatballs and spaghetti, and I should wear that sometime. Yeah,
Yes, you should.
it's pretty great.
There was a reason behind that. I don't remember what it was, but it's an amazing hat, so it doesn't even matter.
I have a little live TV moment issue happening. While we've been speaking, I chewed off a hangnail and it's bleeding like a motherfucker. So I'm going to go put a Band-Aid on. I'll be back in a minute so I don't bleed all over my wife's papers.
Number of days we've gone without injury, 0.
I love it. The dangers of live streaming.
Jesus. Way to go, John. All right. Okay. So, Jonathan, any parting thoughts?
Yeah.
Because we are running into everybody else's. I think we're running into the short fuse people's time here now.
And your social media and
Okay.
stuff.
Yes, tell us that
Oh
too.
yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. So I'm on Facebook. I guess just Jonathan Chance, if you can find me on there. I'm on Twitter, as I've got here, Carry On John. That's me on Twitter. Instagram, again, when I'm on that, is Jonathan_Chance. Again, am I on anything else? I don't think I'm on anything else. But those things you can find me at. Oh, and then my website. Again, that's just jonathan-chance.com. And that's got some of my comic stuff on that, but I've really got to update that with all this that's been happening. Straight into 2021, it's been a lot of things all happening at once, so it's really cool.
Awesome. Outstanding. All righty. Well, we're gonna boot you for a little bit. You can come back later if you got time.
Okay.
But for now, we're gonna boot you so we can put up everybody else here who is coming in to talk about their stuff.
Thanks,
All
John.
right.
Good talking with everyone there.
Thank you for coming.
Hope you see you later. You
All
too.
right.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Oh shit! I cut him off a little bit. Sorry.
It happens.
All righty. So I don't know how many of your guys are coming.
I think 3 maybe. I
You
think
and 2
3.
others,
Yeah.
or you and 3 others? I thought Morgan was coming too. Is Morgan
Morgan,
coming?
I think Morgan and Danny J.
I
Quick.
see Danny and Daniel are already here sitting and waiting for us. Hi guys.
All
They can hear me, but we can't hear them, but they can hear us. So I guess we'll just put you guys up for now, and hopefully John comes back soon. Oh my God, he's not bleeding to death. Oh, there he is.
Well, there's also,
Concern. That was a hell of a Band-Aid. Oh,
Did you come back with whiskey?
I did.
dude, Lori, he came with that in the beginning. Right away, he had a fucking lowball with him. Like, he's fancy as fuck today.
I like it.
So let's see. Tari said I pronounced the name right. I already said that. Daniel Calvin said John's whole 19th century scholar look with the hat and ensemble. They like it. Mike says that Mike Dolan says fezzes are cool, which of course. Jake and Ala, we did talk about where we could find Jonathan's stuff. And Morgan is stuffing my face. I'm coming is what he typed. So
He's on the way.
Yes. Well, we'll just put you up here when you get here. So for now, let's put on. Let's see. I think Daniel Calvin's been waiting for a while. So
He's on camera too.
say hi now, man.
Hey, everyone.
And we got Danny J. Quick coming up here too. Hello. Bottom row. Okay, all you guys got to line up bottom row there. I don't know how this thing works. Like, I can't rearrange the windows. I have no idea.
Yes, you can.
Can you?
I'm
Yeah.
not getting sound from Danny.
He's
I
on
had it
mute.
muted. I
Oh,
was
okay.
muted
Oh.
because I'm a noob. I don't do this all the time, so I apologize.
You're good.
Sarah, grab
Yes.
any window that you want, click and drag it to wherever you want to go. Bam, there you go.
Look at that.
He's
Hey
the
guys, what's
professional.
up?
Michael Watson, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, without Mike imparting his wisdom on us, this stream, I would have been doing it the hard way. And that one stream that we did back in July would have been the only fucking stream we ever did because it would have been way too fucking hard to do again. And I would have been pissed by the end of it. And I would have been like, fuck no, I'm not doing that again. But because of Mike, we are doing this. This is a thing now.
And you guys do it pretty dang good too.
Yeah, we're pretty much
Oh,
helpless
thank you.
without Mike. So
Right.
Everybody is helpless without Mike, though. That's just how it is.
yes.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh,
All right, you guys, tell us about your story, and Morgan can chip in when the food is gone.
well,
Um,
go ahead, Danny J. Quick. You got it. Because I've been on here gabbing already. So you go ahead.
Okay. Well,
Introduce yourselves first, I guess. That's the way that professionals do it, right?
okay.
Yeah. We're indie.
Danny J. Quick. I am the co-creator of Ace Blade and King Supreme. For the Short Fuse media group, I do Ace Blade and try to get spoilers on everybody else's stuff. They call me Team Spoiler Alert around here because I'm always talking. I just really want to talk about comics is all it is. But people tell me that I spoil stuff, but I just want to have conversations about comics is all it really is. So,
I'm Daniel Calvin. I write American Dreams for Short Fuse Media Group. I'm the writer and creator of that book.
Sweet.
Awesome. Well,
And like everybody knows Mike, right?
yeah, everybody knows.
everybody knows Mike.
Yeah. I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats. That's why I always have on a hat.
Oh, you know what? Paige never elaborated on the whole push-up situation, so I guess you're off the hook.
Whew.
For now.
Wow.
Alrighty, so I saw the title page for your guys' story, and holy shit, there are so many names on there. Do you guys want to talk about that a little bit? Why are there so many names?
It's Danny J. Quick's fault.
It's what? It's not my fault. I'll just say that we have somewhere between 11 and 15 pages of work submitted from the Short Fuse team. And Brad tells me I can't spoil anything here since this isn't my live. But that's all I'll say for now. I'll say that it looks good. What I've seen looks good because Mike and Sean won't show me anything because they know if they show me, I'm gonna tell it. So,
And, like as editor, I haven't seen shit. I don't know any of this material at all. It's completely slipped. Like editor, fine.
Yeah, well,
What-
that's
what-
like
What genre
John
are we?
and I are
What-
like, technically working
How
for the
many
same.
pages is it?
He hasn't seen
It's
my
a-
story yet.
It's 11 pages. It's 11 pages. It is a mix of pretty much all our big flagship characters from all the titles that we produce, and just thinking of it's a global pandemic, universal pandemic that brings a lot of characters together on a large scale. So it's classic crossover vintage superhero stuff that we're doing here. I mean, that's the vast majority of our comic books, and it's a lot of fun because this is going to lead into something else that Mr. Sean Mack is working on. I will not say what it is because he plays it close to the chest and he will snipe me in text messages. But if you've ever seen, what's the name of that show? The toys, that Netflix show where they talk about the toys.
Toys that made us.
The toys that made us. I will say it's in that same vein.
I fucking love that show.
Yeah.
We need to make more of those. You guys, Morgan says somebody needs to send them the link because they have no idea because they're drinking. So that should be interesting.
I tagged Morgan in the post, so he knows how. I got Morgan. Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right.
And I will point specifically to He-Man and how He-Man was created, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
See, now I gotta do some research because I meant to watch that show, but I never watched it. So now I'm gonna watch it
you
tonight.
learn a lot about like all the toys we grew up with and we played with. There's so much dirt in there that you just I'm blown away by how they make toys. How they come out.
They have the same vein. They have the movies that made us one too, and we've watched my SO and I watched all of them, and they're so it's so fascinating. It really is. It's just so fascinating. Like all this shit that we never like, because they got stuff from the 80s and 90s and stuff that like I never thought about at all, and it's so cool to see the stories behind it.
Hey, Brad Artie is so funny. He just told Danny G Quick not to spoil anything. Then he said, "I'm excited for this." Then he's like, "Danny G Quick, what is Mike talking about?"
Hey, I'll tell you. I'll DM you, Brad. Don't worry about it. I got you. No, I got you.
Terrible.
I'm trying to think of like a way like I can, because I'm the only one here who's read it, because I got this last Sean Max sent this to me at 5 a.m. and I was still awake, by the way.
I know. And that's when I get 8 pages. That's when I get 8 pages from Lori. She sends me the message like, "Yeah, guys, I got this done."
Laurie, are you ever asleep though? I get messages from Laurie at all times of the day.
I get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and this morning I probably sent her a message like 20 after 8, and she fucking responded immediately. I was like, "Why the hell are you asleep?"
Yeah. For fans of the Short Fuse universe and the characters in that universe, you guys should be so pleased with this. It's so fucking cool. I can't say a lot again because it's gonna spoil it. If you're not fans of the Short Fuse universe, this should make you a fan. This should make you want to get into the characters and buy all of their books and spend hundreds of dollars, because like it's fucking awesome. And if they're continuing this on from where it is, because it leaves off at a cliffhanger, because of course it does. Like you guys, yeah, I'm so excited.
I did not get a chance to read it yet. I did see it because you dropped it in, and I saw the art on it, and I was just like, all right, I don't even need to read the story. The art is fucking amazing. So that was as far as I got. And I'm in school right now. I'm trying to finish my damn bachelor's degree, and maybe before I'm like fucking 50, I'll get it done. But so I had to do classes, so I didn't have time to read it, but I will now after I'm done tonight, because I'm excited for it too.
I don't think any of us other than Mike and Sean have seen the whole thing. Like I've seen maybe bits and pieces of the thing I wrote.
So I'm gonna get to see it before you guys.
Yes, you are.
I got shown like one little thing a couple nights ago. I'm like, okay, cool. It's cool.
It's better that way though. It's better that way. Trust me, because if I see it, I already know.
You know what you guys should do?
What it's about. But if I see it,
you guys should all do like a live stream where you all read it, and we can like watch your live reactions or something when you get to read it the first time. That would be fun. I think
we should. I think that would be hilarious because no one they haven't seen all the pieces except for like the little glimpse that Sean has given. And this is when
here it is. Okay. Sorry.
This is right when Team played close to his chest.
You dick.
And Team, spoiler alert, that whole rivalry started. Right when Sean was getting this produced is when that all started. And Sean was like, "I'm gonna show y'all how to tease shit. I'm gonna show you how to tease and not spoil."
Okay. Yeah, I think Morgan's ready to come on. So I only see half your head, but I'm gonna add you now. So
wow, this is good.
Hi, Morgan. Oh shit! Now he's gone. What the hell? He popped on for a second, then he was gone.
Y'all pray for Morgan. He has he's got this old like iPhone 2, and he tries to get online.
God, are you serious?
He tries to get online with it, and it never works.
Does he know they own iPhone 12?
There for like a minute or two, and I could have added him before. Now I feel bad.
I think I have an old iPhone 3, and that shit is barely usable. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like this is a Android Samsung.
Really work.
It's running out of power.
Mine is only 2 years old, and it's a piece of shit already. It's like they do it on purpose. They do it on purpose. All right, Morgan's back.
Well, if we make extra money on this campaign, we're gonna buy Morgan a new phone. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm ready to buy Morgan a phone. Yes.
Yes. That is the only reason I came here. God bless you, Lord. I knew I loved you for a reason. I knew it.
Just got that donation you guys wanted.
What we got? Oh shoot, you're at $2,941.
And the number of backers you wanted, that's the inappropriate number.
69.
Yeah.
69. That's
Oh
number
my God.
69.
All right, get your characters ready. At 3,000, I will drop some rhymes, spit some bars.
I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna do some lines.
Oh, thank
Well,
you
he's
for
an
bringing that
artist.
up.
He draws all the time. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, I knew you were good for something, John. Which I would like so much.
Terrible.
What?
Terrible.
So hey Morgan, before we fall down this rabbit hole any farther, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Morgan
What you
Iverson. I'm Morgan Iverson. I'm the writer and creator of Lumberjacks, which you will meet in this amazing anthology I got a chance to be a part of. I was currently stuffing my face. I apologize. I was literally driving to Wingstop so that I could destroy these wings. And then I started to get ready to try to destroy the train. And then Danny sent me this link and caught me in mid-action. So, but yeah, I'm writer creator Lumberjacks. Me and Danny do a whole bunch of stuff that is a lot to name it all at once. And proud to be with Short Fuse out here smacking wigs off.
I've never heard it said like that. I shall be using that moving forward.
I want royalties.
So, like, I don't know. Anything that's been happening in this window has been me reading the stuff that y'all sent in.
Which we haven't seen.
What's the deal with the barfing panda? I haven't gotten that.
Oh, please, guys, tell me about that because I want to know. Yeah.
There's a
Charlie
panda.
for that one.
That's on Mike.
That's his page.
That's on Mike.
Is that a superpower? Is that like panda barf superpower?
Well, you have to ask.
Look, I don't know about that character. That was just
I
that's a Sean Mack thing. I was lucky enough just to be able to see it. So I don't know about the barfing panda. I want to know about it too. Look,
Like it's Charlie's character.
I know it's Charlie's character.
Yeah.
I think with a certain amount of inebriation, barfing does become a superpower.
That's true.
That's very true. I know that from personal experience.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help out.
100% on board.
People have been
I want to know what the panda does.
People have been asking within the halls of Short Fuse. A lot of members have been asking for a crossover and things like that. Or can we do this with our characters? Can we cross these characters over? How can we make that happen? And a lot of people outside, fans and things like that, have been wondering, like, well, what are you guys going to do with all these characters? And this is the firing salvo shot in that, and showcasing all the characters. A few months ago, we did the draft where we announced new members to Short Fuse Media Group, and their characters are going to be featured in this as well. So it's, we've used the quarantine time to get a lot of work done and in. As I've said with the Chat and Draw Kickstarter, this is like the first shot of several coming from Short Fuse Media and everything that we have going on, or all our partners and stuff. I'm working with Danny J. Quick and Morgan for voiceovers for the Hotshot episodes. They're helping out with that, along with a few other people and things. So we got a lot on tap with this year. 2021 is going to be a reckoning for indie comic books, but I think that's going to be like for a lot of people overall.
You got a lot of stuff like getting queued up right now.
Me and Morgan only agreed to join so that we could be around whenever Carla dies. That is the entire reason. I don't know if y'all read the Hot Shot series, but there are.
I was not officially signed to Short Fuse until that was confirmed, and also once Mike said that Lori was going to be inking for him, I was like, all right, I'm in. Wherever he's at, I'm going. So.
Mike had this lovely purple unlicensed Hot Shot Nike shirt. I don't know how he made a deal with Nike and Hot Shot, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
You can't get on Facebook Live trying to show off your breast.
But it was purple, so I had to get it.
This is not the platform for that.
So my man, I'm sorry.
OnlyFans works a whole lot better, I promise.
It's not the platform for that unless it gets us more money on the Kickstarter. Then it's fine.
Okay, I agree.
I love how you think.
That's why I'm always Team Lori, because she's about them dollars.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Wherever Lori's at, I'll go. I'm fine.
Like Lori's like, wait a minute. Did it make money? No? Then I'm offended. Now I'm offended. But if it made money, I'm not offended.
Mike Dolan, back to the barfing thing, says, Mike says, I have a sudden image of the unquenchable lush from super projectile vomiting, like the wave motion gun from Star Blazers. And I feel like because of the specific nature of his power, that barfing would definitely also be another one of his powers. Wouldn't it?
Maybe.
It should be.
Yes.
I really think that barfing can be used in a whole lot of ways for good. So,
you know, on my golden birthday, well, technically it was the day after my golden birthday, I threw up and a fucking metallic star came out. So
see?
I'm telling you, it's a thing.
So you got superpowers.
I do. Thank you. But only when I drink. And I might be only when I drink rum chata, because that was definitely rum chata that came back out.
I don't know what rum chata is, but I'm interested now.
But what are the okay, can we just 1 second though? Like, what are the technical aspects of, like, okay, so vomiting as a power, is it an acid vomit? Because there's risks to that if you get it on yourself.
Yeah, totally.
That's true.
I would hope that if it was a thing that you would have, you know, some kind of protection against it because it's you.
Yeah.
Bring up a whole thing. And like, you know, like the streak just rips off his clothes, but one would assume that, you know, if there was an Edna Mode type character in the super universe, that they would be clothes that, you know, like Dash has the clothes. So like if somebody could design clothes that wouldn't burn off when they run super fast, they could also design clothes that don't burn off when you get acid barf.
I love Sarah.
Or even just like a straight geyser like out, it wouldn't hit you anyways. Like a straight.
But then you have like a weakness. Like, what if you're laying down? Right. What if you're laying down, or what if you're in space? Like, there's some problems.
Space.
That would just be your.
It's space. Don't hear you barf.
It'd be your weakness. I mean, you know,
space vomit would freeze though, so you could actually use that as a weapon in space.
The only barf in space is from Spaceballs,
and it would be like barf snowballs,
which would also be intimidating.
I'm so glad.
I would definitely run away from barf snowballs.
Exactly.
Great answers.
Who wouldn't start writing this comment right now?
Culture needs to go.
All right. Technically, you guys have run over your time, but we're gonna keep this up because the guys. Okay, so Paul Hanley and Matt Frank, they were gonna come and talk to us about their story, but they live in Texas. So for anybody who hasn't been paying attention to the news in Texas, or if you're from out of the country, Texas, basically the entire fucking state does not have power right now. So
Texas is gone.
They cannot use us. I'm actually I'm an aquarium nerd too. Like I have fish tank and stuff, and there's a bunch of people in the aquarium nerd Facebook groups that are just I feel so bad for them because all their fish are just dying because the water's getting too cold and there's not enough air in their tanks and stuff. And I was
wow.
I'm like, I'm just like have to turn off the Facebook because that is so heartbreaking that they're having all this crap happen to them. And on top, you know, like obviously them not being able to come on stream is the least of their problems.
Right. Absolutely.
Guys, we just broke 3K.
There it is.
I see 2956 so far on my screen.
No, it just ticked up.
Oh yeah, yep, it's official.
All right, I'm gonna start the beat, Mike.
I'm a delay.
I'm gonna start
We need characters. We need characters.
Who's number 69, Lori? I want to.
No,
don't do it.
No, absolutely not.
What up,
Don't
Ryan?
ever do that again.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm gonna bring her back. Are you ready to come back? Because I'm like, she's just sitting here waiting patiently. So Katie, I'm bringing you back now, okay? And then you can go ahead. Hey, Katie, welcome back.
Hey.
So,
Sorry, I'm just drawing anyway. So.
oh, cool. You and Mike.
All right. Well, we need characters. So if anybody that's watching right now, give me some character names from comic books, movies, cartoons.
I got one.
Who?
Lumberjacks.
God dang it.
You knew he was gonna do that.
Like anybody?
Yeah, anybody. So we got
Anybody.
Lumberjacks.
Somebody got
Dick Tracy.
Lumberjacks rhymes with nothing.
That's the challenge, Lord.
It rhymes
That's the
with,
challenge.
it rhymes with murder cats and Timberjack. Or I can come up with stuff. Don't worry about it. Give me a second. I'll write it down.
I got you. You said Lumberjacks. He's the first one.
Hey, Ryan Robinson just showed up and said, "What up,
No,
everyone? Just finished painting."
What's up, Ryan?
Grant already says Lumberjacks and Naruto, and Ryan Robinson just said Daredevil.
Thank you, Brad.
So we got some suggestions coming in.
All right, Lumberjacks, Naruto, Daredevil. Who else?
Namor the
The
Submariner.
last show that I watched was
Working in.
probably
Namor.
Schitt's Creek. So
What
I don't know.
about Blitz?
Yeah, Blitz. That's a hard one to rhyme too, isn't it? Not
No,
impossible,
that
but
rhymes with
kind of
stuff.
difficult.
Okay, that's we'll cut it off right there.
Daryl Wright
Daryl Wright
says
says Vash the Stampede.
I got it. Sarah, can you highlight that comment?
Like
I'm
the
still
comment. You bet your ass I can.
I'm literally trying to think of names besides.
I know the
Lumberjacks.
one that I just put in with all the names.
Lumberjacks, Naruto, Daredevil.
Yeah, like highlighted.
Send a fax. That rhymes.
Good. Good. I like
Take
that.
a fax.
We're still on that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll be silent with it.
I don't even know what I did there. Anyway, that's
Terrible.
wanted that comment up.
Yeah.
There we go. Did I get it? I did it.
You got it.
Yay.
Skills.
Woo, go me. I put
Skills.
Daryl's up instead of yours because it moved right when I.
Hold on, sorry.
Oh shit.
That was
When
was the ad.
when I read Vash the Stampede out there, my fucking nerd boyfriend out there in the other room just went wow really loud.
I'm gonna mute my mic so I can hear this. I'm gonna mute myself so I can hear this.
Y'all ready? We got 3,000 on the Elsewhere Kickstarter. We got $3,036.
You're not about to rap, are you?
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Oh God.
Do you need me to
Could be
turn down the
freestyle,
music?
too.
Let me turn down the music for you.
Very little preparation except for the fact that he's actually.
All right.
All right.
I don't know
I'm
if you can
backing
hear the music that I have playing right now, but
I'm backing up. I can't.
yeah. Yeah. Here we
Danny, make it
Yeah.
stop.
My name is like Lumberjacks. I'm about to sack you like a quarterback. I don't play around. About to eat it like a now later. See you later. Type of the cap. I'm about to rap. A matter of fact, I'm like mother freaking Cap. I can do this all day. I don't play like Daredevil. Don't even come in my lane trying to say I'm about to have you like a rewind. I'm straight to shine. I'm about to bring it back like I'm about to be on the play. But I'm not because I'm like Naruto with a Rasengan attack. I pronounce it wrong. I don't even care. But I'm about to bring it like a 5-alarm shower. About to get ready to devour. Enter this up like a tower. Break it on down when I'm breaking your back. I got the guns on attack like Vash Stampede. I got you coming down, break you down to your knees. As a matter of fact, I'm about to make you fly like Christopher Reeve. Take a second breath when I go blow past you like Blitz. About to hit you like it's just it. When I have you like common sense in your residence. Oh my goodness, this is it. Michael Watson is it. When I blur it out like I'm about to straight up adverbs, like I'm about to use these words. I'm about to shadow words. A matter of fact, I'm about to break your back and then come on in there, dog. I'm about to attack. I don't have no more words, but I'm in the water like a fish, like Namor. Can you
Take a
see me
breath.
when I'm going up and down? But to get it like I need a second breath. I'm fat and I ain't got nothing else left.
Oh God. Oh God. Lori, call 911.
That was astonishing.
Lori, call 911.
Flame emojis everywhere.
Wow.
Morgan is like, there was like, I have to get to the.
My boy
That was
details right
a
now.
masterpiece. I'm speechless.
That was
Wow.
amazing.
My boy details
I don't know
right
how
now.
to process that information.
They don't call it. They don't
I don't
call it
either.
freestyle comics for no reason, man. It's freestyle comics. Y'all gotta know.
I'm really confused.
Completely, I can't even process that.
You can't even process right now.
I love it.
Oh,
We said
Oh,
I
you're
said if
getting
they
all the comments rolling in now.
Oh, Heather,
Whatever, you asshole.
you see I'm winded right now from rapping, and you want me to do some push-ups?
maybe if we hit
people
4,000
are
while we're
mad.
streaming, we'll do some push-ups. Someone will do some push-ups.
Hey, if we hit 35, I'll do push-ups.
Yeah, if we
We
hit
hit
35, while we're on the show, if we do 35, I'll do push-ups.
Let's do it. I got you.
And that's what's gonna like deposit the $500 freaking reward, not just because of that.
Oh,
Hey.
I believe it. That's how Alyssa hit me.
That's
The things we do for comics, man. The things we do for comics.
35 push-ups. That's attainable. We could do that.
Hey man, those
Or if I
leather
thought it was still down
bound
to
those
run up
leather bound
the push-up
elsewheres are
push-up.
awesome.
I'm still kind of pissed. Like I want one of those fucking things, and I
All right.
need one. They're so
I've
cool.
never done push-ups in a cowboy shirt.
I've never done push-ups. End of sentence.
I love it.
I can't. I lack the upper body strength and integrity.
I just love how chill Katie is right now. She's just got her wine. She's like, I'm on here with these fools.
I am half a bottle of wine down about at this point, and it's like it's 1:30 in the morning. So
You say that like it's late for you.
I'm trying to catch up with Johnny.
it is not late for me. No. But mostly because I've been working on the comic until like 4 in the morning most nights. I don't want to know what to do with myself now I've finished it.
We need
You
to
know-
make more comics.
Yeah.
You can
I do
wrap
have
it
an
too.
idea for one actually. Yeah.
Katie, Katie just pitched me, like, she just told me about this really awesome story. I was like, we should start it for next year. Let's do it. I need more lettering practice. I suck at it. You guys are going to see it when you get your books. And I need more practice. So
and this
draw
time I
it.
get to draw monsters. So
Yes.
yeah.
No people, no female body forms to worry
Well,
about.
there is people, but yeah.
Oh.
There's
Hey.
people,
We
but
can
there's
make
monsters.
People
About, like,
underestimate-
sheep and rabbits too. You know, they could be the character.
I think animals are easier to draw than people myself. Like I'm kind of
way easier to draw.
I'm at this stage, like I can draw a thing and you guys would be able to see what it's supposed to be, but I would have just maybe a couple of lifetimes to go before I can actually be a comic artist.
Morgan learned how to draw a penguin on Adobe Illustrator, and like it was terrible, but at least he did it. At least he did it though.
I literally
Wait, I want to
struggled-
see.
I struggled to draw a
Have a
bike.
penguin?
I struggled to draw a bike in my training for my new job. So, and that was just a stick figure bike. So,
Hey, but you did it. That's what's important.
I didn't. I just traced it. So
Tracing is a very good tool to help you draw and figure out layouts and things like that.
Yeah, people say it's cheating, but I think that it helps. I trace stuff. I trace stuff all the time. I mean, I don't claim it as my own art. That's insane. But
Yeah.
Tracing really helps you. And you know what else? I think it helps me with getting smooth lines. Like if I draw it myself, I get these jittery bullshit lines. But if I trace and get the feel of it, I think that's helped me make smoother lines when I draw and when I ink stuff. Like when
I'm really happy. I'm really happy for you, Sarah, but I'm pretty sure you're way more talented than I am. And Michael's just trying to lie to me. So
I am literally tracing right now.
I don't have the motor skills to do that. So
I mean, but you fart and draw well. So, there's a big difference. There's a big talent gap. Okay.
Well, I appreciate that, sir, but I'm trying to be everybody's favorite artist, so I got to be drawing all the time. I got to improve.
Hey, I just learned how to do flats for comics. And it's saving me a little bit of money on getting these books done. So I'm always down to improve the process however I can, and however I can save money. I'm gonna learn how to do it. I can't draw. I'm not an illustrator, but I can lay down some flats pretty well in Photoshop. I can do that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Man,
that is cool.
Flats is an underappreciated art as well. It's friggin' annoying to do, and people are underpaid to do it.
Yeah.
It's very tedious. But
Yeah.
my color said
and
that
the ink and the letters, like they're just so unappreciated. Brad Arney says, "What is flats? Do you want to describe that for
What
us?"
are
since-
flats? What are we talking
So
about here?
basically,
Flats? What are they about?
when you look at when you see a comic and it's all rendered. It's got the shadows and the detail in the face or whatever on the pages. Sometimes an artist will pay another artist, or they'll do it themselves. They'll break down the page into colors, into color groups, or into shapes for each figure under the lines of the comic. So it's a very tedious process, but it helps the colorist, get their job done a lot quicker. So my colorist, he told me, he was like, "Hey, if you got somebody to do these flats, I won't charge you my normal fee." I said, "Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna make it happen." So I went on what was his name? Drawn with Kurt, I think it was. And I watched about 10 hours worth of videos. I'm pretty good with the selection tool already. So I asked him how he liked them done, and I just, figured out how to do it. And now I saved myself about $400. So I'm happy.
That's inspirational.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can,
Yeah.
And so, like, for somebody who's not into it, like,
say it again.
I thought Jack was talking.
John freeze. John froze.
I think John froze.
There. Okay, kind of back.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
very
back.
interesting.
For a second a while back too.
Here, I can show an example of it if I can get the screen.
Yeah, flats is another one of those things that, like I said about letters, where I read up on it and I studied how to like everything. I read everything about it and how to do it and stuff. But when at whatever point it should be, I decide to start doing flats for something, I'm going to be like, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. All the shit that I read and watched and saw meant nothing.
That's exactly how it is. I've been lettering comics for 10 years and I'm still getting better, but flatting is a whole different animal. Like I learned how to letter for the same reason that I'm doing flats. I learned how to do lettering because I was like, I should be able to do this. I'm pretty good with Illustrator, so I should be able to do it. The first 2 comics I did of Ace Blade, I lettered. I immediately went back and did them again once I actually learned what I was doing. So it's also an underrated thing. Lettering is tough.
Oh God. If you shortchange your letters, you are a jerk. Lettering is so crucial and important. And it's funny because lettering should be so good that you don't notice it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the art of lettering.
And when it's really off,
Danny Cooper is good.
it's noticeable.
Oh, it looks terrible if the lettering's not good. Yeah. Yeah.
I've
Is Mike frozen?
No.
Is he frozen for
I
y'all?
think I did. I am.
Mike's video
That's
is frozen,
amazing,
but
though.
his audio isn't, which is
But it's
interesting.
because
Yeah.
The picture is amazing though.
It looked really cool.
Why is everybody leaving?
That was pretty cool, actually. I don't know why they did that.
I think it's happened in the past with Mike and some of his streams. Like he plugs a certain thing into his computer, and then suddenly he freezes for like for a little while.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was putting up my iPad so I could show the difference in coloring with the flats and stuff. And
Yeah.
Daniel's right. Whenever I do that live, it causes my screen to freeze. All right, so for like Danny G Quick was saying, let's see here. Where's my inks? Those are my inks. Lori Foster knows all about that because she's one of the best in the business. All right. So this right here.
Look at her blushing and shaking her head over there. Look at that.
All right. So these right now, that's flats. That is just that's shadow, dang it. That is
There
just
you
the
go, yeah.
flat color. One shade of color for whatever. So the skin tone, the brown for the costume, the dark yellow for the accent color, and the blades. And then this right here is me adding highlights and shadows. I'll flick that off and on for a second. So that's the actual, coloring process. And I think that's why I was messing around with some shadows. All right, so this is when I'm putting on some more shadow work on here. And there's some more right there. And so you can add as many layers to this as you want. But that back there.
Yeah. The flats basically makes each chunk of color easily selectable, and then you can paint inside of that chunk without painting on the other chunks.
Yeah.
To be super technical about it.
Huh?
What did you do to his feet?
It's like he's jumping up.
Oh, okay. It's a blur, motion blur.
I understand this, but it's completely different to how I work.
Let's see here.
I guess it would be like with the painting and the realism drawing stuff that you do. that it would be
I
completely
find it quite
different.
difficult to do it in comic style. It's really hard for me to simplify it in the way that it looks good. Because I've tried and it just doesn't work, so I just did it in my style.
Yeah,
Well, that's
and
what you have
said
to
that
do.
me before. I'm always like, I have the opposite problem when I try to make my stuff more detailed and more realistic. That's when I screw it up, and you can't make it simple. It's just that to me, it's just like what? How? Why can't you make it simple?
That's just how my brain works.
That's why I'm not.
Fair
Gonna
enough. Fair enough.
So this is the part of the business that Dave Quick is doing to save himself money, dropping in those colors real quick for the flats, and now this is the shading process.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Oh, go ahead, Laura.
I was gonna say, I actually flatted Super for a while, for the same reason as you're flatting Danny to save money. But like Zach, as you guys know, like Zach's pages, like,
oh my god,
they're crazy.
It's like, you know, when you're spending like 8 hours flatting a page or whatever, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna pay someone to do this. I can't do this. I can't.
I remember. I think I can't even count how many times you had, like, after I jumped on board with Unlikely Heroes, that you had mentioned to me, like, God damn it, Zach, like fucking Zach again. Like, oh my god.
And like, I would write a scene where, you know, somebody is talking to a few people. If you draw 50 people, I'm like, you know, inkers, colorists, have fun with that. Y'all deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think that I read an interview that you did, Lori, where you actually said that when they asked you what do you do, what's your process, and you said, well, first I pull up Messenger and I swear at Zach for a few minutes. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
I already know that because we're working on issue 6 of American Dreams right now. There's going to be a page which I know my penciler's going to draw, and he's going to hate me, and then the inker's going to ink it, he's going to hate the penciler, and then therefore me. And then the color's going to be off.
And then everybody ends up hitting the writer because they think it was my idea to put all those people. It wasn't my fault.
Well, I said like literally crowd scene parade, and it's like they're going to kill me.
Yeah, I'll stay in my lane and let you professionals handle that.
No, Morgan, because the thing is, me and Morgan have had conversations where even as a writer, Morgan is primarily a writer, but because he's so loquacious sometimes, Morgan will put 1 million lines of dialogue on a page and be like, bruh, I'm lettering the book, and I'm like, Morgan, how you expect me to put this whole dissertation on this page, man? How am I supposed to do it?
First off, sir, okay, growth, okay?
You're doing better. You are doing better.
Make those panels grow so that you can grow my words.
Yeah, I'm used to narration, so I have to learn to be like, hey, you don't need all that. Let the pictures tell that story, and then you just give a little bit of what needs to be said. So every script I write, I'm getting better at being able to surmise things a little bit better.
Yeah. So if you look at like issue 1, issue 2 of American Dreams, for example, issue 1, I'm writing a lot of dialogue. In issue 2, I started cutting back and cutting back and cutting back.
Yeah, Super is the same way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, so shut up, Danny.
I'm just saying what everybody already knows.
Lori said I'm straight. Shut up.
Well, and a sweet spot is like if you're a writer who does letters for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't like doing letters. It's a pain in the butt, but I kind of like it. I like it. But you can see, oh shit, I wrote a lot of dialogue for this panel, and then you can change what you want instead of telling some poor letterer.
That's the main reason I do
how to fix your problem.
That's literally what we did for Lumberjacks #1, because I am embarrassed when I look back at the original script and then look at what we ended up with. Like there were literally places where Danny saw the script. It was like, nah, we're not kidding. He just cut stuff, and I'd be like, man, I don't even know what this page is supposed to be anymore. And he'd be like, bro, don't worry about it. And then we had to go back and forth. Like, this is actually necessary for the story, and but again, it was a huge learning experience because the first thing I did was the novel. I did a Lumberjacks novel first, So I had to learn how to, tell the story. Because when I write, I see it in my head. So it's still hard for me to kind of surmise it and get down to, okay, you don't need that much dialogue. How can a picture tell the story? And then you cut down on the dialogue. Like I had to learn that process. So, I'm trying to be better. And then Danny goes and learns stuff, and then he'll pass it down to me. So, like as we go, we get better. Like with audio editing for the podcast,
which is dope. You need to check it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just everything that you do, especially when you enjoy it, you're gonna get better over time. You have your initial ingratiation into it, and then you just kind of grow over time. So I'm just trying to learn to do that. And eventually, maybe I'll letter it myself if I don't suck. We'll see.
For now, I'm just going to leave it to my lettering and coloring to the professionals because I don't trust my own order skills.
Oh, no question about it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not joking when I say I struggle to draw a bike. I'm dead serious.
Like, I was allowed to drop a required art course in high school. I had a doctor's excuse and everything.
I should have had one. I really
Okay, let's catch up on some comments here quick. So Tessa Wiseman's back to the flatting and lettering and stuff that we were talking about and still talking about, said that I feel like that meme, you guys are getting paid. LOL, you guys, whoa. Somebody commented and it moved. You guys get other people to flat. I didn't even know that was a thing. I always assumed that every artist did everything by themselves. That's crazy. A lot of people definitely do think that. And
no,
I guess
it's a process. It's a multi-team process because everyone's like specialized.
Yeah,
nobody gets paid.
Brad said, thanks for defining the flatting thing. Stephanie says, Writers Unite, and agrees with the whole learning curve thing.
Thank you.
Well, I did everything by myself.
Answering some questions, I think, from chat earlier, Jonathan Chances. And Brad said, it took me 5 hours to reread The Lumberjacks the other night.
God, Brad. Why Why you have to kill me like that in 5 hours for real?
Lumberjacks 2 is going to be a lot better, though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's way. Oh, man. All right. I'll be back.
No, seriously though, like it's normal. Like I said, like the first issue or two of Super, like they're fucking wordy. Like it's unnecessary. And like you go back and you realize you can say the same shit with a lot less words.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right.
But like the first book you make, like you're so excited. You're like, oh, I got to get all of my ideas in here and I got to write it and I got to, I got to fit it all. And
that's exactly what it was. Cause like I couldn't look at the script and see that the panel was telling the story. So like you really, the hard part is just learning how to tell the story more with pictures than you do words, especially if you're coming from a narrative-based storytelling mode. So I mean, Brad, I'm sorry it took 5 hours, man. On Lumberjacks 2, I promise it's gonna take like 4 hours and 50 minutes.
That's reasonable. That's what you should. And that's a lot of entertainment for what you pay.
That's true.
Like,
Hey, it's just like the medical field. You find the cure and then you bleed it dry.
That sounds really violent, Michael. God,
just like
terrible grief, Michael. Bleed it dry.
Hey, I think my internet is kind of jacked up. I might, might drop out from time to time.
To you.
You are lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
I got a fiber, man.
I actually had to switch which Wi-Fi I was on earlier because I was trying to get in the waiting room earlier. It's like nothing was happening in here, so I just switched to the 5G Wi-Fi, and suddenly everything worked. But it's like sometimes your Wi-Fi within the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta switch to that 5G. Sometimes
My man said the 5G Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You know, I just switched to the 5G.
Let me be like, can I be on 5G?
Sometimes you gotta switch to 5G, I guess.
And also because everything else in this house uses regular router, and it's like that has, and so it's like, I guess because the position I'm in, it's like one of the worst positions in the house, first floor, at the weirdest angle. So it's I gotta
go, but I want to show Mike something real quick before I go.
anything that I see, anything that you see around me that says 5G is a lie.
Lie.
It's an absolute lie. It's
Right.
not.
Oh, what? Hold up. Danny, as many toys as I got, you're telling me you went out to a store and you got those and you didn't text me to say that you got that they were out and available?
What you're looking for?
Hey, I would like to point out how
legend, bro.
Michael went from pleased and happy in his work to pissed off. That was the legend. 1.5 seconds.
Give it to me.
Mike has made me start collecting toys now. Mike, I don't know if y'all can see Mike's toy collection back there, but
It's
he
insane.
has an extensive collection.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna take these out of the box yet, but my studio's getting redone, so I might have to start me a little action scene in my studio now.
Hey man, if I gotta slide you some bread because I can't find none of them toys up here, I can slide you bread. I need those figures.
We got him in North Carolina, man. We got him.
You can slide me bread. I can't promise you I'm gonna buy the toys, but
Giving toy collectors the toys that they want.
yeah, I don't.
See, I collect way too many
Yes.
things. I can't get into toy collecting at the same time.
The toy game is vicious now. It is vicious.
I'm gonna let y'all have that too.
I kind of gave up because there was just tons of toys that I was trying to find, especially earlier this year or earlier last year. And I don't even try anymore because I live in the middle of bullshit and nothing. So
Hey Sarah, you can't say
Hey,
that when I
mean-
live where I live.
I mean,
Tessa Wise
here.
comments.
You don't have you have more
What,
sheep.
what did Tessa Wise
You
say?
just-
That's a good comment, though.
which
Is there
oh,
something Frankie over there?
who's we talking to? Tessa.
Tessa.
Wiseman.
That's the Wiseman.
How do you recommend starting a comment for someone that doesn't have money or no people to letter or help? YouTube.
Ask Michael.
Yeah.
Like seriously though, YouTube has a shitload of people on there that will give you the videos for free and teach you how to do this stuff. The problem is the trick that I figured out. Like the trick is finding the ones that don't suck at teaching. Like everybody that puts those videos out there, bless them for doing it. It is I keep saying doing God's work, but like if you're trying to teach somebody how to do something and you're doing it for free, like seriously, you are a star for that. But sometimes the people aren't so great at teaching how to do it. So it's hard. So, but you got to watch a lot of videos, but you can, like, it is absolutely possible to do a comic by yourself 100%. It's really fucking hard, but it's totally possible.
Teaching it itself is an art.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah,
I say for me, it's do the stuff that you can do. And like for me, it's budget. Like if I know that, you know, I can get a comic book done for $3,000 or $2,500, you know, I'll do every piece that I can do myself. I'm writing scripts. I'm getting lettering stuff ready. I'm gonna flat. I'm gonna do all this stuff. But you know, the stuff that needs to be paid for, like I'm not a good illustrator. I can draw, but I cannot tell a story with my art yet. I know I'm not good at that. So I have to find people like Most Epic Art down there to make it happen. So
And Stephanie said on here, Stephanie said in the comments too, to find groups on Facebook to join.
Yeah.
And that was another point. Like, it's like there are so many groups, you know, you got to find a good one that jives with your style, like your personality, because it's not easy finding the right group of people. But once you do, you are going to.
Hacks out there, and they're mean-spirited hacks too.
There's people who are
I wasn't going to say it.
There's like people who are like
We're over $2,000 now.
You also need to
Wait, what?
You also got to work with what you have, and you have to be completely honest, genuine, and real with people. If you find people that are like-minded like you, that are about the project, that's about just making work and will work with you on things, then those are some of the best people to work with. If you have access to something that somebody else does not have access to, and you can get them access to that, that's a barter and trade system right there. Example. Example. Shut up. example, I have a very, very tight budget. Trying to manage the 6 books that I'm working on right now. But I wanted Morgan and Danger Quick to help me with the voiceover work and stuff because their voiceover work is amazing. And working with them, I'm giving them episodes of Chat and Draw to feature their characters, have their time to promote in exchange for them helping me do voice work. And I know everybody doesn't have access to a streaming show or whatnot, but it's just trying to be creative and clever with what you can offer somebody. If you have something that they are interested in or that can help them, you just got to be able to explain that the bigger picture, but try very much so to look for people that are like-minded like you. It is taking me a long time to find these people. I'm on this video with these people now. You know what I'm saying? Like they do exist, but you guys have to share that cause and share that passion.
Definitely.
And it's definitely a give and take.
Everybody's work has value. Nobody works for free. But free doesn't have to be cash.
Right. I wanted to point out another resource that people overlook too is your local library. There is so much shit at your library. And again, just like with everything else, you got to pick through and find the one that works best for you. But there are books out there on drawing. And like I have a book that I got from my local library for lettering. And it's just like you can find everything. And the cool thing about the library is that sometimes they have those really old ass books that were done by the masters from the like the golden age of comics.
Eisner has a good one.
I'm a nobody, so I don't think I can offer anything, and that is not true because everybody has something to offer. And gotta start somewhere. If you want to do it, you gotta start somewhere. So just jump in head first, and don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you think they're stupid. Ask people. If you get on your Facebook groups and you find a good one. And there are good ones where everybody on screen right now is a member of several good Facebook groups for comics and for art and everything. So like get on there and ask the stupid questions and don't be afraid to ask the stupid questions. And if somebody answers it and it makes you, if you're unclear, ask another question and ask until you understand. Don't be afraid because for every dickhead in those groups, there's like 10 people who are really cool and want you to learn and want to help you.
And Tessa, you're not a nobody. I don't want to hear you say that again.
That is it. Yeah, it's not true.
What has value? What would you work for?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, sure, money does. Money has value. Would you work for IP ownership?
Yeah.
Would you work for a good project that you believe in?
Yeah.
You know what Katie and my agreement was for the story that we did was that our agreement was that Katie gets all the books. Like we're going to send everybody. The agreement was that part of the agreement that you get by being a contributor for Elsewhere is that you get some books for it. And like that was our agreement for Katie is like, she agreed to draw and because we're friends, like she's doing me a huge favor because obviously that kind of art would never come so cheaply otherwise. but
I'll tell you a secret too. There's plenty of people that like the
biggest favor as a friend of mine. She's doing that for me, but like, that was our thing. Like, so it's just,
It's something out there, but you won't know what you can offer or what you can do because maybe it's something that you don't have, but it's maybe it's something that you can get that they can't get access to, or something that you're willing to do, but you won't know any of those things until you get up and do it. Until you do it, and Tessa, you're already doing those things. Like I know you're already out here working, you're already networking, you're already building things. It takes time, and you're a smart person. You're clever. All the stuff that you're helping me with on Twitch, I don't know any of that stuff. You are like my Twitch guru right now, helping me set up my page. I don't know any of that stuff. But whatever help I give you, you don't even realize like we have that relationship right now. You help me and I help you. You're doing Twitch stuff for me. I'm helping you out with, recommendations. I'm writing you a recommendation letter and things like that. Like that's literally an exchange that we just did.
Exploit that. You just heard it live. He's literally telling you that you can, get some dibs. Like, just go ahead and put it out there. I also wanted to make sure I said I work for food.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say
Yeah,
that Morgan, this next book that me and Morgan are working on, I couldn't afford to pay him, but y'all saw he stopped at Wingstop on the way. That was because of our negotiation. So,
Look, I got a $25 gift card to Chipotle. Kicked out some art.
Make it
like honestly, some of the people that name their page rate and say, I will work for this amount of money. Don't do it on time. Don't have any affinity for the project. So like, just because some people can afford to pay a page rate, that the relationship might not be there.
And that makes all the difference.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many things sound great on paper, and you have a great team, and something just isn't jiving with the team members.
Mm-hmm. And Tessa just said that she said, I didn't think of it like that, and that I just like helping you. And yeah, you got to start thinking about it like that. That's what you got to do.
Exploit that crap. Hey, look, he just said it on live, so I will be a witness. I promise.
So, hey, Danny, do you have to get going now?
Yeah, I got to get out of here, but I appreciate y'all. This was fun talking.
Yeah, we had a great time. And thank you so much for coming.
I'll catch y'all later. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah.
He's going to sell cocaine.
Bye. I see Katie Puff too. I don't think she did that intentionally, though. I think that was an internet thing because I am in the boonies, but she's in the boonies. Like if it was America, it'd be banjo country. Like it's very remote.
I'm definitely using Boonier Boonies.
I don't think I can in American Dreams because of the time period, but I could use it for a couple other projects I'm using.
I mean, I could tell you guys where I like the name of the town that I live in, but you wouldn't know it.
If it's not Boonier Boonies, then I don't really care.
It is the Boonier Boonies. Like I can literally see there's like deer and shit in my backyard at night. It's a thing. There's actually a bobcat, and I swear to God, there was an actual literal bobcat in my backyard once, and nobody fucking believes me. And I'm like, it was there. There are bobcats in Wisconsin, and there was one in my backyard, and they're really like I couldn't take a picture of it because it was too fast and it was dark.
We had a mountain lion about a month ago.
Really?
Yep, it came through, and like people saw it like at the mailbox where like people they drop off their kids for the school bus. Like it was waiting for some kids.
That sounds
I mean,
like
it wasn't stupid, right? Like it knows where to find the easy pickings. I remember going up a few years ago when I last came up to visit you, and we went for a hike up in the littler, easier part of the mountains because I'm fat and I can't walk up those higher mountains. Like that would have been too much for me. But we went for a walk out in the mountains there, and Lori's like, should we take a gun or should we take a can of bear spray? And I was like, what?
Hold up, look, man. I was over here just chilling. I'm renaming some pages I'm uploading, and all of a sudden, should I take a gun or bear spray? What?
Only reason we can't totally get rid of guns in this country. It's like people who live where Lori lives. That's why we can't totally get rid of guns, because sometimes if you walk, you might get eaten by a fucking bear.
It's not for people, guys. It's for grizzly bears. Like
like that was for real. It's like that's the only time it's a gun is like genuinely warranted on a walk, is because we might have gotten eaten by a bear. And then I was all nervous, and this guy that was walking, we were on our way back, there was a guy coming towards us, and he had a large black dog, and I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, oh, it's a fucking dog. And then but everything was just like me masking my uneasiness with the concept of bears on a walk with just everything I was joking about. Oh, that's a bear. There's a bear. There's a bear. And it's like, I don't know if I hit it very well, but yeah, I was like a little nervous. It's gorgeous out there, but like bears.
Yeah, like I live in New York City, Brooklyn, but you go 2 hours north, you're in the Hudson Valley, and that's pretty wild. There's really a mountain there called Bear Mountain.
I'll let y'all have that.
Mean, we get bears. We have bears, but they don't come that close because I live in a slightly more populated area than that, and they know better than to come so close. So
the thing about it, I think I've seen around here are raccoons and possums. Because they're returning to the food, when they're garbage.
Look, you know those, I don't know if y'all get them, but down in your basement, those little centipede things where they got all the legs. Yeah, that's what I got. Y'all talking about bears, bobcats, lions, and all that, dragons. No, I can't handle any of that.
Katie's the one that has dragons.
Daniel said a possum, and those
and raccoons and coyote. I think not in my neighborhood. But these days it's mostly cats.
I got this new car. Well, it's new to me car about a year ago. And I was driving home. Like I went down to visit my parents and I was driving on my way back. And it was like 2 days after I'd picked up the car and I hit a goddamn coyote. And I was like, oh my God, I broke my brand new shit on a fucking coyote that was stupid and got in the middle of the road.
I was living near Buffalo for college. And one night my friend and I decided to walk to the library and back. And we see a family of deer, and some of them crossed by the high school, and then the rest waited for the to go for pedestrians again, and then they crossed. I'm like, those deer know how to use a crosswalk. They have adapted.
They're dumb, but they're not dumb.
Yeah, and there's that whole routine around Williams about how deer are like superheroes with hooves, and they just don't care.
Heather said that the answer is always both, and I assume you mean on the gun or the bear spray comment, like.
Yeah.
So. Okay. I mean, I haven't shot a gun in about 20 years, so I feel like I wouldn't have been the good choice for carrying the gun, but I bet you I could manage the bear spray. So like Lori could have had the gun.
I'm about to say Lori's a thing. So.
That you try to shoot, because I mean, we weren't talking about handguns either. We were talking about like rifles, like big, like 30-06 rifles. And I just feel like I can't picture you shooting a gun because I feel like you're so light that it would just knock you down. The blowback would just knock you down. But I bet you can't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't bet on that.
Wiry.
Oh, silverfish. That's right. That's what they're called.
Yes.
Disgusting creatures.
They are disgusting creatures.
Oh, Daryl says I thought you used a picnic basket. So
nice.
the grizzlies, not the black bears.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, bears are really cute. Don't get me wrong, but
they are. And they have no business being so cute when they're also so dangerous.
Right.
It's bullshit.
Like on the East Coast, we got black bears, and you just go booga booga, and they run, and they are cool with that. They don't mind. You got booga booga to a grizzly, and he says, "Come on, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Grizzlies are more chill, though. I think, like, as long as you don't get near their babies, they don't care. Like they're a lot more willing to leave you alone. But a black bear will fuck you up if you corner it. I mean, I wouldn't want to take on a black bear.
Black bears statistically do more damage, I believe.
I'm really glad that you guys are giving me all these tidbits, but it also lets me know that I'm not visiting you guys. So,
outside a zoo ends up in New York City.
Hey,
honestly, here I think you have a much larger possibility of hitting a deer with your car than you do meeting a bobcat or a bear. So
I don't care what it is. I don't mess with animals at all. I've been watching that Jurassic Park cartoon with my kids. The new one on Netflix, and they went to this area where all the herbivores were in cages, and they're like, oh, these are kids. Like, oh, we have to let them free. We have to let them out. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. They're herbivores. They won't eat you. All right. Yes. Then they come to the Metosauruses. And like, oh, we have to let them out too. I paused and looked at my kids. You ever let a Metasaurus out of his cage? I will whoop you.
That's great parenting.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Velociraptors.
Like, I understand it's a whole thing of fiction, but you are not about to let. And the dinosaur is looking at you like it's ready to eat you. Like, we need to have some common sense in these cartoons that my kids are watching.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not letting the herbivores out either. They're on their own.
But a deer can fuck you up, so a bigger one, yeah. Like,
just saying, we get moose here. Those will fuck you up.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to see a fucking moose and I didn't. And Katie's down there going, we call them elk and deer. We don't have any fucking moose there. Elk, what we call elk in Britain you call deer, right? And then I don't even know what you call deer. So
It's really complicated. My friend's like this internationally renowned professor of like deer studies or something, and he told me that like what you guys call elk are supposed to be wapiti or something, and what you guys call moose are what European elk are in this. I don't know. It was complicated. I'm just like nodding and smiling.
Like elk, like,
car. The moose isn't going to budge.
but,
I know
yeah,
they're really big.
I've seen videos of moose being
Yeah,
really-
moose will charge you. They'll
Yeah.
charge you.
and
Absolutely.
they're freaking enormous. They're like the size of a bus. So I
Like,
would
yeah, they're huge.
They won't charge me because I won't be there, so you don't even have to worry.
That's I'm gonna
Exactly.
come visit. I'm gonna come visit you instead. Don't worry.
That-
You don't
thank
have
you,
to come.
Murray. Thank you. See, good spirits.
Wow,
You
we've
know,
been
writers always have to look up.
guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely not coming there. So
My parents said
You
you
know,
want to
we
do it
have
on
to look up.
We probably should think about wrapping this stuff up.
Okay.
As interesting as talking about moose killing us is.
yeah, I have heard about
the
moose.
bears, the moose.
I've legit heard about moose. Gosh, how do you say moose in plural?
Moose.
Meese.
Moose.
Meese.
I think it's just moose.
It's moose.
75 backers, by the way.
Moose is or something. I'm looking that up in a minute.
Lori.
It's just moose. It
Number
is just moose,
69.
but
We never got to know. Did we get a backer number? I know we got more than 69 now, so I want to know who
75.
backer 69 is.
69 was a guy named Late to the Party 7. His actual name is Kanaya, I believe. I don't think he's on the live stream though, so I
He's
don't think
always
he
been
actually
good.
knows.
Pleasure, too.
Oh, so he doesn't know that he just won some shit?
If you're backing number 69, doesn't that by default kind of make you a freak? Like, doesn't that like automatically qualify?
Corey, I just got an idea for some merch. We could do branded condoms.
We could.
Yo, and call them elsewhere. Yeah. I mean,
Branded toys?
do we need to
We get a whole new fan base there.
I mean, just let me know what I need to contribute. I'm in. I'm completely in.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
I don't want to miss out on this project.
We need to use some of Danny J. Quick's cocaine money to back this, to fund it.
Yeah, I got that. I mean, yeah.
You got that?
I don't know if we have enough to get
You
more
gotta
than a
wait
new
till he has to pay on
that. I don't know if there's enough to get
Just
Mark
not
a new phone and to get all the pair.
That's true. He needs a new phone. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
we better do the
important.
phone first.
I do need a new phone, but I can start an OnlyFans or we'll see. I can something out. It's cool.
Oh,
that.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll just do like recipes online, baking cakes. You know, I figure something out.
Excellent.
I tested to get 20 moose for the reward now.
Okay. So I just turned us down a really weird path, and I feel like I better stop. We better stop now before it gets really weird.
Nothing wrong with it.
And we have been on for like well over 2 hours now, so people are probably like, I want to keep watching, but like I gotta go to bed soon. Got
Time
work
flies.
tomorrow.
They'll be
It
okay.
does not feel like 2 hours.
We got
No.
It never does. And I wonder how many people, like everybody who's still watching, tell us what you think about sitting here for the entirety of the 2 hours if you have, because I'm curious about that. We like have to have a poll or something, because is 2 hours too long? Because we were talking about that last time, like maybe 2 hours is too long. Because we don't feel like it's 2 hours, but it might get a little boring watching us talk.
Well,
I don't think it does though, because you get crowds, you get certain people that are watching you right when you come on and you hear their name shouted out and they leave. You get new people. So I don't think the time limit is just up to you.
Yeah.
That's true.
And this
I mean,
conversation.
Mike's done like 3-4 hour sessions on Try and Draw.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
it-
and like Stephanie, I do that too. Stephanie said it's nice to listen, and that I did other stuff while listening, and I do that too. I'll pop on a live stream
Exactly.
and listen to it while I do other stuff, and it's really fun. It's soothing, and you can pay it. And sometimes I'll have to run to my phone really quickly to type in a comment because I heard a question and I knew the answer.
You know,
I did the favorite pickle roll on during the week.
You know how
I
many
don't watch
backers,
the live stream, so I listen to Critical Role later in the week, and I just have it as like a radio play.
you know how many backers we're about to get for Elsewhere condoms? Like, are you kidding me right now? If it took 2 hours to come up with that one idea, it was completely worth it.
I'm telling you, I feel like this idea
You have
has
more?
merit. We can do this. Elsewhere condoms.
They got a snow day.
Let me know where to put in the money.
Even virtual. That's how bad it's snowing here that the kids got a snow day and my kids go to virtual school tomorrow.
Ooh.
They canceled virtual school.
Man, I thought
Oh my God, they would never do that here. They would never do that in Wisconsin.
I thought you
that's
wanted
my
to
job,
condoms. I was
I
really
went to college, and I said I went to college in Buffalo. The only way we got snow days was when the professors couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Alan said I missed the first hour. I'm old and my naps sort of make their own schedule.
Hey,
I
there's
agree.
nothing wrong with that.
I agree with that 100%.
Same, yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong.
Yeah, and it says J-Man says it's cool to see you guys on the screen in the Brady Bunch boxes. I was kind of getting the Brady Bunch feel here because we don't usually have this many people on here, so that was pretty fun.
I like it. It's fun.
Tessa said, good, they should get snow days. Still, it's a part of being a kid. That is true.
It is.
But we never got snow. Like as a Wisconsinite, as a Wisco kid, I feel like that's bullshit because we never got fucking snow days. We never. Those buses had snowplows on the fronts of them. They never got snow days. It was bullshit.
Are you kidding me?
Cleveland did not know what a snow day was.
About that. But like the buses are huge, so like they could get through. And those asshole road plow guys would always do the roads that had kids living on them first.
Oh, yeah. See, if you try to put a snowplow on the front of the bus in North Carolina, we just take them off in the middle of the night to make sure we got a snow day.
North Carolina borrows our snowplow in Georgia. Like we have a snowplow in Georgia.
I went to private school, so even if the public schools got a snow day, there was always a 50% chance I wouldn't.
In North Carolina, if it's like 30-something degrees and there's precipitation in the air, they're going to cancel school, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
It's going to vary from state to state. That's why Texas is basically shut down now because they're not prepared for.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. Like, Wisconsin, we have to be ready for snow. Like,
I really don't think we have a snowplow.
Not enough snow to keep up with the piles of shit that they had stocked up. But Lori, did you see Daryl commented on a very good tagline for Elsewhere condoms? He said, "Go elsewhere safely."
Yo,
now we gotta do it.
That's brilliant.
I want to go fund me right now.
Hey, that's clever.
That's
clever.
Yo, Mike, you got me excited.
We have to do Daryl royalties, aren't we? God damn it.
Mike got me excited because he was talking about. I thought he was talking about virtual condoms, and I was like, "Oh snap! What's that about?" He got me excited, and you weren't even talking about that.
I don't think that would
Stephanie
work.
just said New York City schools don't have any snow days because it's all remote. I'm like, oh damn.
I mean, it won't be forever, right?
Yeah, it's really because of the.
I don't know, but those Elsewhere condoms are boom. This is God, hey, you know what? These things are gonna sell themselves.
I'm gonna look into prices just for fun. Like I want to know.
I mean,
that just for fun is gonna turn into.
We could have like a not adults only.
Yeah.
Tier, like an adults only tier for the rewards and.
But it kind of works because
for Kickstarter.
I think it makes perfect sense. And
I think Katie was trying to say something.
It does work though. I mean, if you go around some of the Scottish like tourist shops, you get tartan ones, like literally tartan pattern ones.
we already got a
Maybe some of those. Why didn't you tell me this was a thing? How dare you? I want some in the mail for me tomorrow.
Preventing Clan Lindsay from going any further after tonight. Clan Lindsay is contained for the night.
Yeah.
Katie, I need tartan condoms. Send them to me. I will frame them and put them up on the wall. I want to see.
We need to make this like a round table. Like once a month, we come together to come up with new ways to innovate condoms.
He said, "Come."
we're honestly, yeah. Exactly.
You can't even talk anymore. That was so childish.
No, it's
Once a month, we need to come together. Just stop.
Lori. Oh man,
That was so childish.
that was so awesome. I don't know if you guys just heard what Lori said, but I swear to God, I'm putting that on a t-shirt tomorrow
Look.
morning.
Morgan tried to keep it professional. He tried to keep it going.
No, it's over now. Lori just blew us out the water. It's a wrap. It's over. Let's all come together. It's over. What else do you need to hear?
Like, I'm fucking crying right now. I'm crying because I'm laughing too
You
hard.
can't come up with a better tagline than that? Seriously?
We've gotten a great IP, a great
You
product
can say,
idea,
come on.
2 great taglines.
Oh,
I mean, this thing is writing itself.
that's what I'm saying.
Now we have to. That's a good Patreon reward too, Lori. I'm just saying.
This is one of the best. This is one of the best round tables I've ever been a part of. Like, I feel so empowered right now.
Do you feel empowered?
You guys seriously have to make this a thing,
I know.
like a monthly, just powwow.
Hey, look,
I'm
y'all
dead
just keep on
serious.
going. I'm like, you guys are killing me right now.
I'm dead
I'm
serious.
loving it. I'm up here working on comic pages and just laughing at the same time.
That's all coming together. Are you
No,
serious?
it's
don't
like
Oh, look at the link that girls are giving you, Laurie.
I'm gonna have to go because like I was laughing really really hard and I am literally going to pee myself if you guys make me laugh anymore because I have to go.
That was
Like,
perfect,
I have
though.
to go in many different iterations of the phrase now.
I cannot wait to
Now
roll.
this chair is vinyl, but I don't really want to test the theory. I'm just saying.
I can't wait to roll this.
I don't want to test the theory.
I don't want to test the integrity of the stitching. What I should say.
That's
excellent.
I'm gonna hold up. I got it for $10 off of Facebook Marketplace. It's not gonna be good.
Yeah, no, we can't sell it there. That's not. I don't think that's a good idea. We can put it on eBay and Pinterest.
Oh,
Pinterest sell things? They don't sell things.
No.
no, Pinterest is
Etsy. Etsy.
Etsy is what you were thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah, all right, Etsy it is.
totally put it on Etsy.
Yeah. I mean, are we doing a GoFundMe though, or like, are we gonna go with?
Here, I'm putting Daryl's comment up here for everybody to go.
Boom. Hey, Daryl,
There you go.
hey, he's got to get like at least some percentage of this.
I feel like we gotta pay him for the royalties for that
Yeah,
tagline.
he
If
gotta
nothing
get
else.
some royalties for this.
Yeah.
I just
Or-
Well, the first one that's in America though, so that we can pay less for shipping.
Or if we learn lessons from what we're trying to tell Tessa, you give him a box of 200 for the tagline or
There we go.
lifetime supply.
There we go. Set.
Oh,
We're set.
yeah.
That was awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not even
Yeah, you
close.
can do whatever he wants with them.
A lifetime supply makes me nervous. Like, how do you measure that? Like, how?
Oh no, you give him like 10 a month.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, we agree on a quantity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he's really never mind. I just want to make sure I get the T-shirt that says "Let's all come together." Like I want that like tomorrow. I literally have a printer right now that I can send that to tomorrow morning. We can make that happen. So you got
I wrote that shit down. I'm
Yeah.
designing tonight.
okay.
What have we wrong?
All right, I'm in.
What have we done?
I can't wait.
Oh my god.
Only
Okay, no,
make
We have
the
done the
world
good
safer.
things.
I have to go to the bathroom, so we need to wrap this shit up now.
All right. Yeah, we do. It's that. No, there's another tagline.
You're
Making itself.
you're subconsciously on fire.
Yo, you are on a roll like right now. That's awesome. Yeah, we need to wrap this up. We all need to wrap this up so we can
We
come
do.
together.
Literally and figuratively.
Exactly. This is
We need to wrap this up so we can come together next month.
God. This is
You already know what time. There's still a little time.
this was meant to be. Like I don't know. What if I'd have been stuffing my face right now? That's another tag. Never mind.
I'm done. I'm done. I am done with Morgan. I am done with Morgan.
Ben Morgan. Ben. Go to the corner.
Oh man. Hey, I didn't. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. It was I didn't mean
Oh
Look, you can't even clean it up, man.
my god. We're all going to hell, aren't we?
That's another tagline right there, by the way, Mike.
Yeah.
So many "that's what she said" moments right now.
Oh man.
Lori, what'd you say?
Well, you said you can't even clean it up. I mean, that's contained within this, isn't it? You can't even clean it up.
It's like
This product just writes
That we're not
itself.
monetized on Facebook because we would be demonetized right now.
Oh God, would we
So
ever?
bad. Demonetized.
I'm gonna be in Facebook jail again, probably in the next 3 minutes. More than likely. So it's been nice. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. I didn't mean to. It was
Mm.
right there. I didn't. I wasn't trying. I promise I wasn't trying.
It's a Monty Python sketch.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made right now. That's all I know.
That's all you know? It's
I'm
money to
really-
be made.
Steven,
I'm really
Steven
excited.
wrote something in the comments and I'm not reading it, so I
God.
can't do it. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to pee my pants.
Oh man. Now I gotta see what it is. God, hold on.
Don't
Read it.
I have to.
read it.
Nah.
Don't read it. Literally, just look at it.
I
No,
can't.
I'm-
Just
I
look at
can't.
it. That's another tag. Wait. I can keep this going all night, man. I'm gonna. Where's my phone? I'm about to start putting it.
Oh God. I'm like dying.
I just start with Let's Come Together. That's what I know. I know that's
Wow.
where we're starting. I don't
Look
know what
what y'all have
freaky
done
stuff I
tonight.
said. I don't know what other freaky stuff I said, but I think we should use it though.
It's okay because this will be on Facebook for like 7 days at least. You'll be able to go back and rewatch.
Oh
All
God.
right, cool.
It is forever.
We're
I'm
good to
just
go. You can go back, rewatch, write everything down. Fine.
Yeah. I'll take that part. I don't want to.
Apparently, we've entered the portion of the evening where the cat is going to run around and just scream a little.
Oh,
She's
Okay.
excited about the money coming.
Like this is, and there he goes again.
who's gonna give us while we're still here? Because I know we need to wrap up. Who is gonna
Yeah.
give us this $4
Yeah, we do wrap
pledge?
up.
Who is gonna get us to $3,100 before we get off here tonight? We need
I
$4
know.
more
Right?
dollars.
Come on,
Do
people.
it.
$4.
Yeah. And we'll send you the first edition of the condom. Just go ahead and subscribe right now, and we'll get you the prototype. You try it out, know if it works.
If we hit 4,000, Morgan's gonna make an OnlyFans where he just eats wings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I can be, I can do two things at once. So,
Oh God.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I'm just saying.
We're all going to Facebook jail, aren't we?
I know where my talent lies, okay?
They're going
And
to take down our page, Lori.
I can't draw well, but eating wings and man, I'm really good at eating wings. And
Wow. I don't even know.
Oh, hey, there it is. We just hit 3,100.
And
Asking you shall receive.
Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. 75 backers. And okay. So yeah, sure. That person can have the condom.
Yeah. They
Or
get
maybe
the prototype though.
a pair of socks or something. I don't know.
Nah, just the condom.
Oh my God.
Just one though. Just one
My
condom.
head is a little bit weird and swimmy now. Like I
You laugh so hard. It's
I think this is
in a
amazing.
little bit here.
It'll do that to you.
All right, so we made it. So like, yeah, we gotta go now. It's time to go. It's time to go before this gets weirder. Hey, you guys, bless all your hearts for hanging in there with the last weird ass 2 minutes there. So and Morgan and Mike, of course, and Katie and Daniel and Jonathan and John Pence, who I see poofed, and who else came?
Danny.
Danny.
Yeah, everybody, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. And we had tons of fun. And shit got weird at the end there, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
And we're gonna make a lot of money, so
And if we do, then Lori's okay with it.
Yeah. I'm starting right now.
All right, so please back us, uhstudios.com/Kickstarter and get some. We'll get there. We're gonna get to that 10,000 goal by the end of the week. I just know it.
Absolutely.
John Chance says that was fun, and we had a blast talking to you too. So yes, everybody have a good night and do it safely, and we're all gonna come together safely.
Do it safely.
I forgot the other one. Anyway. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Let's all come together.
Good night.